I think they're all progressively just getting stronger as the manga goes on. I think they all have to match Luffy's power.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Oda intends to introduce new characters.
I mean, he did.
Who?
Shanks' dad or relative or whatever. I don't know how strong that old dude is, but
he's not going to be an opponent to Luffy. I don't think from here on out, I don't think we're going to get more enemies or opponents to Luffy.
hopefully not.
I feel like Kaido was technically the last new opponent.
Oh, that's right.
Because then after that, I think it's just old people we've already encountered.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kizuru is an old encounter.
Yeah.
That fight is going to be crazy.
Yep. We'll talk about it in that portion though, because I don't want to cut out the first half of us ruining the manga for the people who only watch anime.
Dude, when Luffy went Super Saiyan 5.
It was horny.
And then took out a giant Rasengan.
Ooh.
And as he was slashing through everyone,
bro,
he let out a giant Bankai.
He got out of Chidori, bro. Technically, in the last episode.
I literally heard the audio, and I'm like,
What?
these son of a... Yeah, I'm like, these son of a bitches. I'm like, that's 100% the birds chirping, bro.
It is.
What is it, like 1,000 birds chirping?
Something like that.
Oy.
Should we just get into it?
Yeah, I was going to pull up the drive.
Everyone, welcome to episode 2 of No Hiatus podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jesus, joined by our other host, one of my best friends. I've known him for God knows how long. The hentai senpai himself. Y'all don't know this, but he'd rather live in a house because you can't drive. No, he'd rather live in a car because you can't drive a house.
Yeah, dude.
Josefo Josie to my right, or maybe your left. I forget if the camera flips it or not. You want to start off with the PlayStation Portal? Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you hear news?
I saw that it's going to be like a Switch,
But not really.
but not really a Switch.
Yeah.
And then you can't use it as a PlayStation controller,
You can't?
right? I think that's what some people were saying.
I thought that was the purpose because you can't take it out away from the PS5.
Oh, so it's replacing the controller.
Sort of.
But then why do you have two screens?
I think it's like an additional screen. From what I read, right? This thing that costs $200 that's an 8-inch LCD screen that has 1080p at 60 FPS. Has the haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, right? Doesn't have 4K, doesn't have 120 FPS, only usable in the same place as PS5, no Bluetooth, no compatibility with headset. You need to actually use like the earbuds or headphones that they're making for it.
That comes up with it?
Yeah. No PS5 cloud streaming, and it has like 4 hours max of like battery. But from what I understand, and I could be wrong, it's just like for like your player 2. It's like, hey, here.
So if we're ever playing Call of Duty together,
Instead of split screen,
you just give me the...
You're just on the little dude.
I can see how you could use it in that aspect. I'm thinking of like Mario Party, right?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Mario Party or like Smash, right?
No, perfect.
But I'm thinking of exclusively like Nintendo games. I can't think of like a PS5 game that you could do that with, or where you could justify I'm spending $200 on this.
No, literally, that's why everyone was so mad. Like, I think the price point was good if it was literally the new PSP.
Yeah,
which is what everyone was hoping for.
I think that's what the hype was around this. Everybody was like, Sony's finally bringing back the PSP.
Yeah,
and I remember
which was a way ahead of its time, dude.
Dude, I never had a PSP. Growing up, I never had a lot of things that my friends had. Yeah. But one of my buddies, super cool ass motherfucker, he would let me borrow his PSP because he's like, dude, I don't care. He had like all the video consoles that you could think of, like all the video game consoles. He had them, right? And he's like, yeah, if you want to play like whatever. And I think jailbroke his PSP, so you had all the games on there. So he's like, I mean, I would only play like Midnight Club, I'm pretty sure. But I remember like holding it in my hands, and he's like, oh, yeah, you can connect it to the internet. You can browse the internet if you wanted to, I remember. You could download music into it.
Yep.
So like it was literally, I don't know if you could do all that stuff with the Switch. You can, right? You can, right? You can stream the internet with the Switch.
I don't use it for that, but I don't want to say yes.
And I'm assuming you can probably put music on there if you can remove the micro SD card, load it up with music, and maybe even
I can't
don't
confirm or deny that.
But I liked the compactness of the PSP.
Yeah, dude.
And I always wanted one, and I would always tell myself, I'm gonna buy the next generation PSP.
Yeah.
I think it went like PSP Vita. Right?
Yeah, the Vita.
And then
That's it.
that was it.
That was it, dude.
And then the Vita I didn't like because it was kind of like a open, right? Like a
I never
like
had
open
it.
close thing.
I think
Wasn't
so.
it?
I don't remember, but I stopped at the. No, I'm pretty sure it was still the same kind of open format. Check it, but
I could have sworn. I think that's why I didn't want it. PSP Vita.
I think I transitioned. I think the PSP is the reason why I didn't play Diamond and Pearl when they first came out back in the day.
Oh, it's just
Because I had a PSP. No, it's, well, what's the point? The PSP is better.
apparently Walmart still sells it.
Nice. Shout out Walmart.
$200 though.
Damn, it's in white, dude. Jeez. Fire. And
There's-
in blue. Fire. Dude,
I don't know if that's the
remember
correct.
that.
I don't know if that's the correct year. 2000.
Yeah, dude, it was early, I think. I could be wrong, but do they still make the PSP Vita? No, it's a 2018. Damn.
2018 is when they stopped making it.
Yeah, this little article beneath where you were looking at.
Mm.
I don't know.
If it was like this, I'd buy it.
100%, 1000%.
And it's $200.
If it was like an extension to me, again, kind of how like the Switch, right, is where like I can take it off the dock and then play. Dude, that looks like it's gonna break. The thing holding the TV.
Yeah. I noticed that last week, but I'm like,
It's been like that though since we were recording before.
well, part of me was like, I think Jesus would have noticed it already, so I'm just gonna sit here and watch it break. And then when it breaks, I'll be like, damn, that's crazy.
I would have been like, oh, it would have knocked the camera over. I'm like, damn.
I would have hoped you left that in the pod.
Yeah, 100%.
Just leave it.
But yeah, I'm disappointed in the Portal. If it was like a PSP kind of like attachment to the PS5, that would have been fire.
Right.
Absolute fire.
I think it could have taken over.
Yeah.
Or been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Had it actually been like a PSP replacement. But if you're telling me I'm going to spend $200 on a controller so that my little brother can play COD with me, I can't justify $200.
No.
Especially when the PSP or PS5 controllers already are like, what, 60?
If you get the special color ones, there's like 70.
That makes no sense. Sorry, I had to go get my phone because I have attachment issues.
True. And then the PlayStation, what's the DualSense called? The DualSense Pro or whatever with the buttons is like
On the back.
yeah, it's almost like $200, I think. It's like one something.
How big is the screen?
8 inches.
So the thing's probably like,
The
right?
boot's covering your hands. Fuck. Yeah, something like that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's probably like,
Yeah.
and you have to hold it like this because of the triggers and shit.
Yeah.
And then you have I don't know.
For those that are audio only listeners, I have this piñata boot from my cousin's child's birthday like a year ago, and it's just chilling there on
I
our
like it.
table.
It's aesthetically pleasing.
It is. But shout out that. We didn't other little kids couldn't break it, so they just dumped the candy.
this?
No, so they just dumped the candy out, and then I was like, "Yo, can I have the boot?" to my cousin's wife, and she was like, "Yeah, take it." And
They couldn't break this. Is there still candy in here?
There might be one piece.
Oh, I found the
one piece. You found the one piece. Shout out you. Nice.
Paleta.
Yeah, this is a year old though. I wouldn't try.
Charms mini pops.
But
You know what? I'm gonna leave it in there.
so that's why it's there.
Hopefully Junior finds it and he tries to eat it. Cause you know he would eat it.
Oh, speaking of him, real quick, it's his birthday today,
It's his birthday today?
and I'm ignoring him till like the very end of the day. I'm not be able to see him.
Are you going over?
No, they have something like right now, but I was like, I have the pod, so I'm like, I have the pod today, and then tomorrow I had something like they're doing something tomorrow too. I'm just trying to ignore him, but I'm gonna be the last person to say happy birthday.
You're an asshole.
Well, I couldn't be the first. I missed it.
We were drunk at a bar, and it was like 12. It was midnight, and we wished Danny a happy birthday.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we were talking about yesterday when before you guys showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I think you were there.
I was there at the tail end of it.
Yeah, but we were talking, and then David and Brenda were finally there. Well, Brenda was there. David finally showed up, and we were talking, and then like he was going through some like existential crisis
Because his girlfriend's not there.
and because his pops and whatever, right?
Got it.
And then I told Danny, I'm like, Danny, who were the first 3 people that wished you happy birthday?
And he was like, you got.
And then he's like, I don't know, let me scroll. And like homie's like scrolling. And I'm just like, bro, stop fucking pretending that you got people texting your phone. Like, come on, bro. You already know.
He got the whole city.
And then, dude, there's a parade in this city, you know?
Nice.
He's like, oh, David texted me at like 12:20 something. Like, yeah, but what about me? And then I thought I had texted sooner. And he's like, nah, both of y'all texted me at the same time. I'm like, that explains it because we were both pretty fucked at the same time. And then I'm like, well, what about Brenda? He's like, she texted me at 12:05.
Oh.
I'm like, see? I'm like, so who's the first 3 people? So
Because I couldn't be first, I'll be last. So then it's like, you know, I was the
guess.
last person that you heard happy birthday from. I might drive over. I might just call them. I don't know.
I'd say just drive over.
Yeah.
If they're doing a party, a fiesta.
Yeah, but they're doing something right now is the issue. My
Yeah.
dad's family are like early people. It's weird.
They don't go late?
Not anymore. We used to go super late, but as of recent, they're just like, yo, like, we gotta sleep. We got shit to do tomorrow. So they do shit in like the afternoons, and by evening they're almost done.
By like 7 o'clock, they're like,
7-8 o'clock. Yeah,
I gotta start heading home.
yeah.
It's about that time.
Which it wasn't like that before. They used to be late people. We used to run till like 2-3 in the morning and like just horrible.
I think
I want to go home.
I think it was different back then, dude. People were younger. People were able to hang more.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I can't.
But shout out them. They're cool.
Yeah, 1 o'clock for me is like, bro, I gotta go to sleep.
But yeah, it's his birthday, so he's gonna hear this obviously on Wednesday or whenever he listens to the pod. But happy birthday, dog.
If he listens to it.
No, he does. He was like, he was fiending for our first episode.
Oh yeah.
He was like, I need something to listen to while I do cardio. And I was like, you do cardio?
I wonder if he does the hot girl walk.
Hopefully.
I hope he does listen to this, and I hope he's like at
Text
the
us
point.
if you do listen to this part.
I hope he's at the point where he's like warming up, right? And he's already at like 12 point incline and like 2.5 speed or whatever.
No, I don't think he'll go that high on the incline.
11 incline, 10 incline, and
I
then
know.
like 2 speed, right? And I hope he's like getting there. And he's like, man, fuck this cardio shit. And then he gets to this part, and he's like,
Never
man,
mind.
Fuck those guys for making fun of my cardio. I'm going home.
Yeah.
You still gotta tell me about this pre-mixed pre-workout or whatever.
Oh,
that he uses?
yeah. So
Is it
I
just
can
like pouches or
no. It's like in a little bottle liquid form. Shout out. I'm gonna name them because they're cool and I like Sebum. But Raw Nutrition, we take their pre a lot anyway. But they started making like pre-made pre's.
Okay.
So like it's already mixed into like water in this little like 8-ounce bottle.
Okay.
And the bottle looks cool. It's like all white with like different colors for the flavor and stuff. And it just says raw on it. And
Damn,
his gym sells them. And Walmart is gonna sell them now too. So I'm gonna go see their I don't really like taking pre too often, but it's good as fuck. And it's already mixed in there. So you can drink it warm or you can drink it cold. It tastes better cold.
I think a lot of things taste better cold.
But 100%, like you immediately, you're like, oh, I can feel this immediately.
Yeah.
Versus pre, sometimes I don't know if it's like too much water, not enough water, or it's not mixed well enough that you don't really feel it after a while. After like 3 or 4 times of drinking it, you don't really feel it, and I don't think that's a tolerance thing. I think it's like a mixture thing.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Someone else can tell me if I'm wrong, but I've had like, I don't know, maybe 10 tubs of pre the last year. and not tubs, but the little. I guess they're still tubs.
Yeah,
but
I would call them tubs.
And I wouldn't really feel the pre after a while but it wasn't a tolerance thing. It was like I don't know. It would just not absorb in my stomach that well or something. I don't know.
Maybe they use different types of chemicals in it for like the raw.
Maybe
because like if you're doing pre that's like powder and you just mix it in water, you're literally just depending on the chemicals that you can mix in water. But maybe they're doing like a different, maybe like it's coconut water or maybe it's something else.
No, I think it's just water.
Where they can, I don't know.
I mean, either, but
I just think about like the people that drink like 5 cups of coffee a day. And they're like, oh, 1 cup just doesn't do it anymore. You know? Like those people that build like not a tolerance, but like
crackheads.
Not them either, because
shout out crackheads.
I think even with just 2 hits, they're still like, you know. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like it's like your body just gets used to it. I feel like.
Yeah, but that instant, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
well, how many? I guess how long has Junior been using it for?
The last maybe 2 weeks. And
it's like still like consistent. Okay. When do you notice the pre-workout no longer working for you? Brand new tub. You've never tried this stuff before, but after
like a week or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. And again, I don't really take it too often, so my tolerance shouldn't be that high. And I don't get pre-workout that has like 500 milligrams of caffeine in it. Right?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a you thing, dude. Maybe it's your metabolism.
Maybe that's something that I'm realizing.
You are the exception.
Maybe.
You know how every time there's something that announced, it's like 99.9%.
I'm the
you're
point.
the 0.1.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, you're the outlier.
But the pre-mades one tastes fantastic. That's the thing. They taste fucking amazing. But then they're just convenient because it's already made, so you just open it and just crank it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice little, again, I think it's like 300 and something milliliters. So like right around 8 ounces. It's like this big, actually, kind of. You just kind of cut off this like top part and you put a top on it.
And you drink the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not bad, but
I don't know if I could ever do pre.
Those other tingles of your first time are very off-putting. Super off-putting. It's just weird.
For me, it's just the caffeine. The caffeine really.
Oh, no, yeah. That's why people like... there's a meme in the gym community of like when you take pre, you go take a shit immediately after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
Because people crank fucking a gram of caffeine into pre-workouts.
There was this one guy that came into where I work at, was looking for caffeine pills.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I went to go show him. And then he's like, how many of these do I take? And I'm like, I mean, what are you trying to use it for? Like, you're just trying to stay awake? Like, I mean, I don't know what people use caffeine for.
He's trying to get there.
I don't know if there's ever been like a recreational use
for caffeine.
But he wasn't like shredder or anything like that either. He was just like a regular Joe Schmo, right?
Just to focus.
And then I'm like, I would just do one. And he's like, one? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I used to do 4 of these at one time. And I'm like, dog.
Wait, how many mils?
200 a pill, dude.
Oh, that's not bad.
So I mean, he was 800. But to me, a nobody that barely drinks coffee once in a while, right? Maybe like once, twice a week. And then I purposely don't drink too much coffee because every time I do, it'll fuck up my stomach.
Yeah.
And then I'm just fucking shitting my brains out every like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, intense.
And it wires me. I get wired for like an hour. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just like, I am the guy that crashes. So that's why I don't know. But for me, I was just taken off guard when he said 800.
Yeah, no, Junior's taken like 900 mils before for a workout.
Well, he was probably tired as shit.
No, he's a crackhead. This is in the morning, like no food. Just said, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna quad scoop."
How was his rest of his day?
I don't remember.
The last time
he's a crackhead.
The last time I ingested a shit ton of caffeine was in college, where I didn't know caffeine was that bad, or coffee had that much caffeine. So I bought myself like a little like coffee maker.
Yeah. You filled that bitch.
I filled it up, and it was like the little, like the ones you see at like the gas station with like the pot and like whatever. I drank the entire pot, And I remember calling my mom.
You probably had like 3
at
grams
like
of
12
caffeine, dude.
at like 12:30 a.m. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna go to the ER.
Your heart was like,
yeah, dude, no. And she's like, why? And I'm like, I'm doing like I'm like I had to stay up late because I had an exam tomorrow.
that's horrible right there.
And I drank coffee.
That's a tough play call.
She's like, how much coffee did you drink? And I'm like, all of it. And she's like,
What?
Like, what do you mean all of it? And I'm like
all of it.
I'm like you know the machine I bought? And I'm like, yeah,
All of it.
and I'm like I filled it up and I drank it all. And she's like,
putazo.
she asked me too. She's like throughout the whole day, and I'm like, no, probably in like an hour.
Fucked.
And like my hand was like shaking, my heart was pounding, like I was sweating.
Have you seen Futurama?
Like maybe 3 episodes.
Ah, damn, never mind.
I've seen the memes though, but the actual show itself, no.
There's like there's an episode where Fry he ODs on caffeine, and he gets like 1,000 cups of coffee or something, and he's like in the space time continuum,
No,
like
I wasn't.
like his hand shaking like this.
I wasn't.
It was hilarious.
I wasn't there yet, but I literally felt like I was gonna die. I told I was calling my mom, and she's like, just drink a shit ton of water. And I felt bad because she stayed up till like 2 with me. And then like around like 1:30, 1 o'clock is when I finally like came down, I guess. But I was just like, after that, I was like, I'm never drinking coffee again. This was freshman year too.
Damn.
Like where I found out a lot of shit about college and being an adult.
I feel that.
But yeah.
No, yeah, happy birthday to you, Junior, if you listen to this. Shout out you.
Happy birthday, Junior.
I'm not going to tell you that, though, until like 11:55.
Happy 22nd birthday.
25th.
He's 25?
No, I'm kidding. He's 20.
20?
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Nobody has to know, baby girl.
Yeah, one away.
If Junior listens to this, he has to text us saying,
Yeah, text me, bro.
don't call me baby girl.
Yeah, do that. No, he's going to be like...
What does it say? I'm not your baby girl.
Something like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Junior, you know how the meme goes. Just text us.
Text us.
Text us.
But, yeah, the PlayStation Portal, what we were talking about.
Pass.
Pass. 100% pass.
Hard pass. $200, pass.
Did you hear, allegedly, that Arby's parent company is buying Subway?
Yes.
Who the fuck is keeping Arby's in business?
I have no idea. When I heard that, I thought it was like a meme because, Twitter, right? Mm-hmm. And then, like, I forget where, like, I kept on scrolling because the algorithm on Twitter would be crazy.
Yeah.
And then it was like someone in, like, some like, newspaper was like here's a news article of them potentially buying them out. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck? So I thought all Arby's were dead because the only one that I know of is the one from like where I went to pharmacy school.
Yeah.
And that one was always dead.
No, for real. So allegedly, right? This is alleged. But still, even if it's fake, it's like, why would somebody say Arby's parent company is reportedly set to buy Subway for $9.6 billion?
So here's my question.
How the fuck does Arby's even have $1?
That's good. That was my question is how does Arby's, so either Arby's is just booming everywhere outside of where we are.
Yeah.
Or
it used to be booming here too, to be fair, but this was years ago.
Dog, I
was Junior's age.
Never went to an Arby's. There was an
Our
Arby's.
families ran
worked?
one. Yeah, they worked for one.
There was an
But
Arby's.
the manager was never there, so they pretty much.
There was an Arby's around here, right? In our city, right?
I don't want to name the street, but
Right?
by the 2 gas stations,
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
a Mexican restaurant now.
Oh, that was the Arby's. Oh, yeah. But I never went. I'm telling you, dude. And I remember my childhood.
They went.
Because I remember the Kmart was still there.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Never saw cars ever lined up.
Never.
So either Arby's is just booming everywhere else, or Subway has no money.
I just don't know where.
But Subway has to have money because they do commercials with like Steph Curry.
That's
like all these athletes.
That's what I'm saying. And then when I was in school and we were running at meets, we used to go to Indianapolis. And there was an Arby's like right by the hotel that we would always stay at.
Oh.
And
Booming?
no, empty as fuck. And we would go like late at night, in the middle of the day, and it was empty always. Shout out to, if anyone from school listens to this, shout out that Arby's.
Are we getting bamboozled by corporate America?
they're like money laundering through Arby's, like the rich white people that like
You think
around the
so?
world. They're like, yo, let's
You
just go to
think so?
Arby's and pay $1 million for a burger
You know?
or a roast beef sandwich.
Maybe the roast beef sandwich is code for something.
Ooh, like what?
Oh, you know what it's code for. What does it look like?
Something not edible? Oh my god, I hate you.
It's code.
It is the code.
We just deciphered the code.
Just decipher the code. Fuck them.
What if Arby's was a good sport and stopped making sandwiches and started making strip clubs?
What if they sold food at the strip club? That
What
Arby's
if their
is
slogan was still "We still have the beef"?
damn. And then you just see a stripper that's like 300 pounds.
And then, I was talking about like floppy ass lips, but
Oh,
that
okay.
works too.
I was trying to be all inclusive.
I was about to be like, "Hey, let me get a piece of that roast beef," you know?
Oh. Kind of like our friend who went to a European city and got a towel.
Maybe that's where Arby's is booming. Maybe them motherfuckers horny as shit that they just get the sandwich and they're like,
It reminds me of her. I hate you. My bad. I didn't mean that.
they buy the sandwiches not to eat them, but to remind them of a certain someone.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I should call her.
That is wilding.
No comments.
I just don't understand how they're still in business. And I don't know what the parent company is. I forgot to look it up. That's my fault. But if that's true, I don't know how Subway doesn't have more money than that. Because
They have to.
Because I feel like more people go to Subway than they do go to Arby's. But I don't know where Arby's' business is. I don't know who goes to Arby's. Like, it's all right.
Arby's parent company is called Inspired Brand LLC. Oh.
What do they own?
Is an American holding company and the owner and franchisor of Arby's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sonic,
B-dubs.
Jimmy John's,
Jimmy
Mr. Donut, Dunkin' Donuts, and Baskin Robbins.
Oh, they are littered with money then.
So
Well, it's not
literally the internet decided to pick out of all of these
The-
companies,
the worst
out of
one.
all of these companies that company owns, they were like, you know what?
Arby's.
Clickbait, Arby's.
That's good. That's whoever made that, shout out y'all. But that is fucking hilarious.
Well, that's why they're still open.
A ver.
Yeah, it says it right there. But that's why they're still open. Do Yimmy Jones?
Jimmy Jones. Buffalo Wild Wings too. B-dubs, shout out.
Yeah, but Danny always goes and he always says that it's not always full.
What, B-dubs?
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore.
Like, so
Ever since the panoramic?
ever since, I don't know, like I told my brother, I'm like, I'm not trying to be like an old man that's like reminiscing about the past.
But when we went,
But I told him,
there was lines.
I'm like, dude, we had to wait. We would cross our fingers and pray to the B-dubs
I
gods.
thought it was like underneath an hour.
Well, no, we would pray to apparently Inspired Brands LLC that Oksana was there.
Shout out Oksana, bro.
He's like, who's Oksana? And then I'm like, dude, she was there last time I went. Like, this was like a year ago.
Oh, shout
He's
out
like,
her.
nah, she's definitely never been there since. And he goes there like every other week with his girl.
Shout out them.
And I'm just like,
Keeping the tradition alive.
but I don't know, dude. There's a lot of companies that are just you're either overflowing with people because you're short staffed.
Yeah, but where's everyone going? Is my question now.
Home.
Cause like if you're not going to B-dubs, I feel like a wing joint, whether it was B-dubs or Wingstop, like if you're not going to get wings there, where are you going to go get wings? And if you're not going to go watch sporting events there, like where are people going?
I think the panorama has made people be more homebodies than they were before.
True. I'm actually more outdoorsy or like go hang out outside with friends and shit and family members than before. Before the panoramic, I just wanted to be inside the house. Now I'm like, I still want to play video games because shout out video games, right?
Mm.
But if you can get me out the house, I'm going.
I bought all the parts for Danny's PC. I sent you the screenshot. And it's coming here on Wednesday.
I'm excited to tinker again. It's been a while.
It sparked me into wanting to get a PC. But I think I'm going to wait till either A, my bonus, or B, next year.
I would wait to see what they do with I haven't heard them announce a 5K series or a 50 series, however you want to shake it.
Well, how long did we have the 3K series?
It's about 1.5 years, 2 years for every series.
And they just announced the 4 series.
I mean, it's been out. Once there's a TI, the next series is definitely on its way.
So you think we're gonna get? Is it really that quickly? That quick of a turnaround?
Sort of.
Fuck. Oh, I was gonna ask you. With all of those pieces, is it future proof? Where I can swap out parts to make it.
Would you get them?
Would you send me?
No, the GPU. I don't remember what you decided on.
The cheaper one. I was gonna ball out. I was gonna ball out and get the one that you, because remember one was like 180 and the other one I sent you was like 360.
Yeah.
I went with the one you sent me.
So
I think it's like the 12600.
So no, the GPU. My bad.
Oh, isn't that the
3 or the 4? The CPU is the 12K that you're talking about.
Then what's the GPU?
Hold on. It doesn't matter. I'll look at it. That part doesn't matter. I was just curious just to know, but I'll look at it later. Future proofing with Intel is tough.
I saw that a lot of companies that sell PCs go with AMD
because Intel. Shout out Intel. I'm not talking shit. You guys have good equipment. The problem with them is that they'll change their fucking socket for the CPU, right? Like every 2 years. So if you're going to upgrade your CPU,
this is all this
right,
is a list of everything I bought.
You're kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck with the 12 and 13 series. If the 14K series, if they change the socket. So your future proof is only like one upgrade that'll be like 3 or 4 years old by the time he wants to upgrade, if he wants to upgrade, right? But if they don't change the socket, like AMD keeps the socket for like, well, at least they used to. I don't know about now, but they used to keep it for like, I want to say 3 or 4 generations, which is not that bad. So if you buy brand new, right, then if you want to upgrade when they make a new generation, you can just get the 4th iteration, right? And it'll only be like 3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
Which is not bad. But with Intel, a big gripe was there was a time period where they would do it every generation. They would change it. And it's like, so you're not future proof. You technically couldn't future proof anything because it's like, well, I can't swap parts because there's no new parts to swap.
In this situation, then
also you bought the 13, right?
No.
Then what am I looking at? I'm sorry.
This is the. Wait, what?
That's just the list on Amazon. That's not the purchase.
Yeah, but I had everything.
So when you buy them off your list, Amazon takes them off. So just go to the purchase, and then I'll look at the.
That's dumb.
Yeah. That fucked me up a couple years ago too. Arriving Wednesday. Click on that real quick. Let's see. Hello.
I also went with the Corsair coolers instead of the NZXT ones.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, it's double the price.
Yeah, you got 12K, which is nice. Again, that's technically, I think, either the first or second iteration of their 1700 socket, which isn't bad, like I said. But if they change it after that, it's like you really only have a couple options. And it's not bad. And then the GPU, that's the fucking big guy, this thing.
The graphics card?
Yeah, the graphics card.
I think it was the 40,
so you did. Okay.
Yeah,
so you should be fine. You shouldn't need to. You're technically as future-proofed as you need to be. But again, with future-proofing with PCs, at least from what I remember, it's not really possible anymore because they always change sockets. But GPUs will always kind of last like 10 years, or not the GPU itself, but being able to buy like in 5 or 7 years, being able to buy a NVIDIA 7000, he could probably do that.
Yeah.
And be fine. So
Could you, I guess, for instance, let's say there's a new Intel that comes out that I really, really want to get my hands on, right? But I don't want to buy everything else. Could I, for instance, just buy the brand new
CPU
and the motherboard for it to attach onto it?
Yeah.
And then everything else could technically be plug and play?
Mm-hmm.
Technically?
Yeah.
Okay.
The issue with that is those are two of the three most expensive parts of the computer.
Well, yeah, that shit. I mean, anywhere from like $200 to $300 or $400.
Yeah,
I think there was one going for like $700. I'm assuming that's like one of the newest ones. I think it was like
CPU.
Yeah, I think it was like an i7 16K or something. I don't know, dude.
From what I remember, because again I haven't built one in a while. Like the top of the line CPUs that they offer will always be like above $500.
But I mean, for someone who's just gonna be playing video games,
you don't need that.
Maybe streaming, right? You don't need that. Plus, homie plays Fortnite.
You don't really need CPU for gaming, and even for streaming, it's NVIDIA put a encoder on the GPU now, so you can just do everything from the GPU.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's.
The first thing I need to download on the PC is gonna have to be
an antivirus.
That and Discord.
Okay.
Because he's literally gonna be calling me like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, dude, just hop on Discord.
No, I'm gonna try to set it up and actually turn it on, fully download a lot of things to make sure it's fluid. Because I know your brother, I love him. Shout out Denny. Happy birthday! I know his birthday was a couple days ago.
No, I'm downloading everything. I'm literally gonna once we like build it, I'm gonna turn it on, download everything, put the Windows 11 on it, and then probably be like, hey,
that's more expensive because when I bought mine, it was $80.
Windows?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Like 100 and something.
Well, I saw something on TikTok that were saying that by 2025, I think, Windows is gonna force everyone to be on Windows 11. Like that's gonna be their base. Like this is the new Windows XP, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, that like every computer came with. So they were saying that it's like that's why I was saying I'll buy him Windows 11 so you can have it. But damn, that's gonna suck. I was thinking about it too. I was like, yesterday when we were at his birthday, right? I was like, damn, I hope someone brings in a PC monitor because I really don't want to buy that. But I mean, I think mine was like 120. I think when we went to Best Buy that one day. So
you don't have to go too bougie with the monitor.
He just needs something to freaking display Fortnite, dude. He doesn't need like 600 hertz refresh rate or what's the
Jesus?
What is it? 240 hertz or what's like the
240?
Right, 240.
Yeah, one of them.
He doesn't need 240 refresh rate on that shit. No. Like whether it's 240, 60 or 30 hertz, he's
mine's only like 120. I think
he's gonna get clapped by some freaking 12-year-old on Fortnite, regardless.
With a controller.
He asked me, he's like, can I still plug the controller into the PC? And I'm like, yeah, you can. It's just, why would you?
Because it's Amos's.
Yeah. But his friends, two of his buddies have PCs. They're also like you, like PC Master Race. So when I texted him, I'm like, hey, do you want black or white case? And also, do you want no RGB or yes RGB?
RGB.
He's like, I had to ask my friends what RGB meant. I mean, you could have just asked me. He's like, I didn't want to look dumb for not knowing what it meant.
But you looked dumb anyway because you told me that. Like, what?
Yeah. But
hey, like, do you want lights or do you not want lights?
Yeah.
The more lights, the smaller the peen.
But yeah, no, he's excited about it. I told him today when we went to go get his physical for sports.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm like, hey, because I think he was a little bit bummed that the Yeezy slides didn't fit him.
That's crazy.
Which also shout out his girlfriend for getting him Yeezy slides.
But they look like they fit. They look like they were just tight.
It's literally like
a millimeter.
Yeah.
And I feel like 12s are going to be too big.
No, I think he's trying to get 11s.
What were those?
10s.
Oh, get him 11.
Yeah.
I thought those were 11.
No. He's always been
an 11.
No, he's always been a size 10. I thought he was 10 and a half.
Okay.
So I would always tell people like, oh yeah, Danny's a 10 and a half because he's the same size as me.
See.
And then I was going to get him a pair of Pandas because I'm like, the PC's not going to come in time. Like, well, the PC build is not going to be completed in time for his birthday. And I wanted him to actually open something for his birthday. And I'm like, I'll just get him a pair of Pandas. So I went home and he has some Air Forces. I checked the tag and the tag said 10. I'm like, Danny's a 10? And I was like, yeah, he's always been a 10. I'm like, I thought
Air Forces run small, right? I haven't had any in forever, but
I don't feel comfortable in the Air Forces I have in general because I do feel like they're a little tight.
Okay.
Right? But I don't know. I guess that's why I'm assuming that's why his girlfriend got him the 10s, but yeah. He's also got to stop spazzing, but that's a whole nother.
That's a whole other conversation for another time.
That's a whole nother conversation. Hopefully for when he turns 21 and we can do it over some alcohol.
True. Real quick, since we're talking about gaming in Fortnite, the Valorant championships were the last month-ish.
Okay.
Shout out Rito.
So Rito did the Valorant championships and they did the League of Legends championship splits too.
Yeah, crazy. Rito's a demon right now. The only actual gaming company that's doing something competitively. Shout out you guys. But they raised, so they sold a bundle for the Valorant in-game.
For like charity stuff?
No, maybe. I don't know what they did with their half of the money. But they sold a bundle that cost, I think it was like $80 for just 2 skins, for a knife skin, for a kunai, and the Vandal, which is like the AK in the game. It looks kind of cool. You can see it.
For $80.
Yeah. But it's like limited, so like if you don't buy it when it's like available,
you're never gonna get it again.
Yeah,
but that's a game, dude.
Hold on. But guess how much they sold total for the skin?
Like overall, like their collective.
Yeah, so like they sold this skin for roughly $80. I think it is the math, and they split it in half with the players, right? And they keep their half. But guess how much they sold total?
Billies.
No.
Oh. Millies.
Yeah.
But like 10 million.
They sold 40-ish, right around 40 million total before the finals, which were like last week or a week or
bundles.
No, they sold 40 million. They sold $40 million total in sales, and the players got half, so the players got 20. I think that's how that works.
20 million. Holy fuck.
And the first year that they did this in 2021, they sold 7.5
million
total. Last year they sold 16 million, and then they sold 40 this year. That's insane. I only brought this up because when we're talking about gaming, but two, it's cool to see, because again, my ass is old, and I've been gaming for forever, right? And it's cool to see that gaming can reach those numbers, because we were told as kids, one, that wouldn't even be possible, but it wouldn't go anywhere.
Like video games were always a waste of time.
And you're seeing, again, now, does one player get a $40 million contract? No. But the fact that the pool of money is that big, that gamers can generate 40 million is absolutely bananas.
If you're telling me that I'm part of an organization, part of a team, I'm like on the Valorant championship stage, right? And you go to me and you're like, hey, I know this isn't a lot of money, but here's a check for $1 million for this year.
I guess the 16 teams that were there participating are sharing 1.25 M's each. Or like they're each getting it, my bad. So out of the 20, that's how it's being split, I guess.
And it's a 5-man team?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not going straight to the players. Like, it's probably going to be split up, divvied up into the organization.
Again, however the org does it is up to them. But
still, dude, if you go to me and you're like, here's $100,000 for playing Valorant, you don't even have to place. You're just part of the team, the organization. You went to the championship invitational.
Yeah.
Here's $100K. Dude, I'll feed every single match, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'll feed. I'm gonna be like Joker. I'm gonna be like, dude, I just want to go home.
But yeah. So it's like really cool to see that, because again, we were told growing up that like, and this is what I was telling Junior when we first started playing video games together. I was like, I'm not saying you guys have it easier, because there is difficulties now, right? There's like it's just like it's oversaturated. Everybody and their mom wants to do it, right? But it's so much easier now that you can just do this shit online.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if I ever. Yeah, right. And I was telling him, I don't know if I ever told you this, but like I had a chance to go to an MLG once out in Ohio. It was right. It's technically down the street. But my parents didn't want to drive me or let me go on a plane with my cousin to.
Was this when you were in high school?
Yeah, no, I was middle school. I was like a fucking 8th grader. I was either an 8th grader or a freshman.
I know what you mean though, because in middle school we also had some guy. I personally didn't believe him. But he did miss a lot of school, so maybe it was believable.
What was his name?
I'll tell you post-pod.
Got it.
Because I don't want
to
throw it out there.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But allegedly he was sponsored by Monster, and allegedly he would go to
a lot of people from the Chicagoland area
were sponsored by Monster.
Or no, were like, sort of, I guess, but they were like big into the gaming scene.
Yeah.
And I found this out years after.
Yeah. And then apparently he.
Nade shot. It was from around here.
And he would say that his game was COD. I forget which COD it was, but he would like go to like COD tournaments. He said.
I'm curious what his name is now.
And
because I know a lot of them from, or I don't personally know them, but I know of them. I should say.
He's my age, so I don't know if
he went to your middle school. Oh, I'm curious now.
He actually lived. Never mind.
That way.
He lived
that way.
across from our high school.
Oh, dude, I probably know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I probably know who you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
Damn.
People told me that he wasn't going to school because he was sick.
But he was gaming.
Like health sick.
But he was gaming.
And then he's like, yeah, because I'm sick. Like I'm playing video games because I got nothing else to do.
And then it became nasty. Oh, shout out that guy. I think I know who you're talking about.
So
nice.
I mean, I still to this day never found anything to prove that he did game like that. But still, this was like middle school. This was like what, 2006, 7? So,
sheesh. But yeah, that's what I was telling Junior. I'm like, bro, like, you guys have it. The entry is so much easier because my parents were not gonna put me on a plane for a few $100s, put me in a hotel for a few $100s for us to like. Let's say we just didn't win, right? Anything for us to not win anything.
Well, back then,
and the winning was only like a couple $100 anyway, so you were just making your money back.
Back then, the pot was always like at most $20,000.
Yeah, but you're talking about for like the big games, and I'm talking about even before that. I'm talking about when like, because the game I'm talking about was WoW Arena, so 3v3s, like just a couple grand if you won first.
Strikes, dude. Game I'm talking about is League of Legends.
Yeah, Legos. I mean, Legos has always been fucking huge, dude.
I wish I could have done League of Legos earlier, right? Because like maybe right, maybe I could have been a streamer, right? Who knows? But
I'm not gonna have a typical job. I'm gonna be a streamer, farming simulator.
But what was I gonna say? There was no way in my lifetime I would be able to do it because we always had like slow ass internet,
dude.
I remember I told y'all the first time I had 25 megabytes like upload or something like that.
I couldn't, dude. I couldn't.
Or no, 25 download. And you were like, what the fuck? I remember your reaction. You were like, dude, what the fuck do you do? And over here, I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? That's pretty fast.
No.
I'm like, that's pretty fast. And then that's when you guys, I was trying to convince my parents to switch us over to Comcast.
And now you have fiber.
And now I have 1 gigabyte download speed.
That's so horny, dude. I wish we had it where I live, dude.
Next, I told Shady, wherever we move, we have to make sure that they still offer fiber.
Yeah.
Or it's coming within our time of living there.
Yeah, because
I told them, I'm like, I can't go back from fiber.
Dude, imagine you just have to see, you just see like the buffering sign?
Fiber makes me horny, dude. It's just fucking 1 gigabyte download and upload. The upload, I mean, granted, I don't really upload anything to my OF anymore.
Yeah.
But like, imagine uploading those like 20-minute videos on the OF, dude.
Yeah.
Done.
Instant.
And then the tips start coming in.
Wait.
What?
Yeah, so shout out Valorant, shout out Riot for making a good competitive game.
I feel like Riot's taken over the gaming scene.
Yeah.
Well, no, CSGO is always going to have a following.
Yeah.
I just feel like people that play Riot games are loyal to Riot to a fault.
Because maybe. I don't disagree with you because I never played League. So, like, I don't know what the community is like. But every time I hear someone talk about the community of League,
toxic.
They like, it's toxic. They shit on it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, like, I don't disagree because, like, we have a friend that played League that was pretty good that he himself.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. He played in college.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to maybe not get him on here, but like just talk a little bit about his story. Because I think he told me that he was on the inaugural team for esports for that college.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, dead ass? And he's like, yeah. He's like, we just went up to the, I think they went up to like the person in charge of like sports there. Mm-hmm. They're like, hey, we got like 10 people here that are pretty decent at League of Legends. It's, they explained League of Legends. They explained the concept. They explained the tourneys and stuff. They brought up other schools that had it.
Yeah.
And then I think that's how, I'm pretty sure he said he was on the inaugural team.
Shout out him, bro.
Like, which is.
Yeah, he's gross at Valorant too.
He's gross?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never played. I just think he's a techie guy. I think he's just good at technology.
But another thing with Valorant is Valorant and Call of Duty announced that they're using AI to monitor voice chats
Really?
for toxicity. There we
I'm
go.
telling you, dude, AI is gonna take over.
Yeah.
iRobot Will Smith. Hopefully he's still alive for when they do take over.
True. So I saw this. Or I made this in a movie.
I'm gonna be like, hey guys, we need to make sure that the AIs say Jada Pinkett Smith and say something so that Will Smith can just like slap the shit out of the AIs and beat them like that.
Also, speaking of Valorant, the Ole Miss Valorant team had to
Forfeit everything they made.
they had to stop playing because Mississippi legislators, is that how you say that, passed a law that Tencent couldn't operate in Mississippi, and Tencent owns Riot, and Riot.
Wait, do they really?
Yeah. Oh, they own part of it. I don't know if they own I don't know if they fully own it, but I know they own part of it. But they own Riot, and Riot made Valorant, so they can't play in the state. Let me get the official like wording, see if I can find it quick enough. But yeah, Ole Miss, shout out them for having a esports team, but I guess no more's, or at least no more Valorant. Oh, here we go. It said the state of Mississippi banned Tencent-owned software on state-operated networks. So since the school is part of the state, they couldn't practice, and they had to call it. But that is nuts, the fact that it's affecting a school. Thoughts, comments, concerns? Did you find it?
Subsidiary of Tencent Holdings.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Shout out Tencent.
But they do so much.
They do everything.
Like, they just don't do, like, gaming. Like, they do so much.
Yeah. That's why
That's stupid.
they got all the monies. But yeah, that was crazy when that got released like earlier today or yesterday. Yesterday, I guess. Yeah, 18 hours.
Oh, I guess they own 100% of the company.
Damn. They own that shit. But yeah, that's crazy to me. But again, it's just cool that gaming and esports, as toxic as it might be, it's growing. And the fact that they can pull that much money, and the fact that it's in colleges and universities and people can make money off of it. Obviously, streaming you can do it by yourself, so you don't need to actually go to school for it. And you can also get to the pro level in gaming just by yourself, so you don't have to go to school for it. But it's cool to see that people that do go to school, try to get that education, also have the option to still game at that level if they're good enough.
I mean, they're getting paid to do that shit. They're probably going to get scholarships and shit. Well, I was up until 2 a.m. just playing League of Legends on my MacBook.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy. You also played on a MacBook. I would have lost my mind, dude.
On a trackpad for the longest time until
You're a crackhead.
Until I finally got
a mouse. That's fucking good.
Yeah.
That's crackhead energy, dude.
Well, that's because one of my buddies that introduced me to it, that's how he did it.
Yeah. He's a crackhead
and I'm
too.
like, dude, like how? And he's like, dude, it's easy. Like, and he started showing me how to do it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. And then last time I talked to him, like I think it was like last year, he was we were on like Facebook Messenger chat or something like that, and we just all like video chatted each other, and homie's like chilling on his bed. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And then he like busts out the fucking keyboard and mouse, and like he had like a thing, and he's like, oh, I'm just chilling. He's like, I wish I could I could show you all my setup. He's like, but this is my room. My monitor is right there. My PC is like right over here, and like I got like a long ass HDMI cable running, and I just
guy's a demon.
Yeah. No, he was never like the best out of all of us for League of Legends,
but he was vibe.
But he had passion.
That's all you need.
He was hard. He gifted me like my first like 2 or 3 skins.
Nice.
Because he's like, I see how much you love this game, and I see how much you love this champion. Here's a skin.
Here you go. Damn! Shout out him. Shout out the homie.
He gave me a Quinn skin, a Fizz skin, and then the last skin he gave me was a Fiddlestick skin.
Ooh, is that why you've main Fiddlesticks?
No, Fiddlesticks. I just love the fact that he sucks.
Oh, okay.
I like him. I like Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
I haven't played in so long though.
I feel that.
I might just. I'm technically a single man tomorrow again because I don't have to work and Shady has to work.
True. Somebody might just grind some league,
dude. I might go work because I have to go drop off Danny at soccer practice, And he's like, "Oh, you don't have to do it because like you're probably busy, whatever." And I'm like, "What time is it?" So he's 10 to 12. I'm like, "Ah, well, I'll go to the gym, go home, beat it a little bit, and then go pick you up."
True.
And then the rest of the day, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's crank league, bro.
My vacation's coming up soon, so
True.
I don't know what I'm gonna do either for that.
Again, MOBAs and me just never got along, bro. Shout out MOBAs.
One of these days, you'll have to actually fully try it.
Did I ever tell you my issue with it?
It's too slow.
No.
You have to reset every game.
No.
I don't know.
So I was playing Dota back on Warcraft 3 when they were first making Dota on Warcraft 3. And I had shitty internet, right? Because fucking, you know. And my computer wasn't strong enough to not lag, and my internet wasn't good enough.
You're telling me that the pre-built computers that Best Buy would sell for you for $400 weren't strong enough to play Dota?
Dog shit. Absolute dog shit.
Dude, who would have thought?
Anyway.
Absolutely, who would have thought?
I couldn't play Dota on the Warcraft 3 custom games because that's where it originated from, right?
Yeah.
And my cousin Fern could. And he's like, bro, you got to try it. It's fun. That's why he League so much, right? And I was like, yeah, bro, as soon as my computer works. And then the last time I ever tried it, my computer was stuck on the loading screen for hours because I was like, it's going to load, right? And I sat there for an hour. I left to go to the store, came back. I was still loading. And the game was probably over, right? The game was probably over. But my computer still registered it as it was still loading. So I was stuck there for hours. And I was like, fuck MOBAs, I'm out of here. So I never actually learned the game or tried to get better at it. I logged on a couple times and played a couple games and I didn't know what I was doing right.
But your PC could 100% handle it.
No, yeah. But back then I'm
going to download League of Legends on Danny's PC. I'd be like, hey, yeah, I downloaded all the video games for you already.
What if he's cracked?
At League?
Yeah, imagine he's challenger in a couple months. I doubt it, but what if he's cracked?
Random question. Can your Steam account be on 2 PCs? But if we want to play together, it'd probably make more sense to make him his own Steam account, right? Okay, never mind. That's one of the things. I'm gonna download Steam, obviously Fortnite, and then that should be it.
You need the Riot client to get League. If you want him to get League.
I don't know if he even wants to play League.
League of Legos.
Who knows? Because we'll see. He has a Microsoft. All right, we'll see. His Microsoft account is all fucked up because he used my Hotmail, and then I had to create. I don't know. It's
weird.
Yeah. If in case we wanted to, we might just do a Minecraft server.
I still have the
other one,
the world that we were with 24.
Damn, dude.
I still pay for it just to keep it alive, for the memories. So we can use that.
Oh, and he's added onto that, I think.
Danny? Oh yeah, we invited him once and he never logged on.
No, there was one time it was just me playing.
Oh, you invited him?
And he because he said he says he can only be on there if one of us is on the server.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But he doesn't play Minecraft like that anymore anyways.
Oh, shut up. That's all I have for slice of life. What have you been up to?
Dude.
Anything crazy?
I've officially given up on doing the springs in my car. I've bought so many tools to try and do it.
And nothing.
Fuck Ford, dude. I hate how they designed everything.
But if you want to hand me one of those new Mustangs, shout out you guys. I'll drive the dog shit out of it.
I saw a YouTube video of someone trying to dyno the black horse, and it bottles out at 380 horsepower. But he also only had it for 100 miles, which I'm like, dude, you probably haven't broken it in per se. But it he kept on complaining that it bottles out at 380, and I'm like, dude, this video is all clickbait all over it, dog.
Yeah.
If you put on there new Mustang 380 horsepower ? People are gonna be like, bro, that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave up on my car.
Car dreams.
I told Yadi once I actually get my ass into gear and do the things I want to do in the garage.
Top Gear?
I'm 100%, dude, maybe. I'm 100% gonna put Cars Are Pain like how they do at Donut.
Yeah.
At Donut Media, that's like their new slogan is cars are pain.
They are, bro.
And I told Yadi, I'm like, I've never felt a saying so much until I tried to do the fucking suspension in the Ford. I've never, because like, my thing is like I watch all these like car videos, all these like people like working on their cars. They're like 2005 this, they're 1990s that, and
I do that with bikes.
And the first thing that they always do is wheels, tires, and suspension, right? And I told Yadi, I'm like, look at this shit. I'm like, homie did the entire fucking car in 30 minutes.
Yeah, but that's because it's edited.
Well, still, I'm like, I'm just over here like the sun's still out, you know?
True.
Like the way, like if I were doing like the sundial like timing, like only half an hour went by, you know? Because I'm smart like that, maybe. Who knows? But but I tell her, I'm like, look at this shit. It's literally just plug and play, right?
Yeah.
But Ford's like, nah. You need a new front plate. You need a new this. Oh, remember that thing that's attached that like literally you have to have like a 10-inch extender nut?
God damn.
You have to use that same piece.
Yeah.
Shit. And if you don't, you're out like $500 on just check it. It'll usually let you reopen whatever you just had open.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're golden. Did it turn off the camera?
Yeah, but it's still recording.
What?
Both things are still recording.
Dude, what the fuck? Shut up, Mac.
Shut up, Mac. I'm gonna go pee still because we have the opportunity to. If you have to go pee, you're more than welcome to.
I'm gonna watch porn.
Got it. It's not too loud yet.
What? Can you say something into the mic? Hello.
All right, it's still fucking recording, so we're dialed. Hello? Check 1, check 2. And we're back. Technical difficulties. I forgot to bring the charger down for the laptop and it died. So we're back. What were we talking about? You talked about garage and you hate Ford and you were working on your suspension and continue.
I was just gonna say that how I was showing Yadi, it's like all these YouTubers and all these other cars. Like it's just easy as shit to do it. Like it literally should have only taken an hour to do all 4 tires.
That shit took you like 2 months.
That shit took me like fucking 3 years, dude. But I told Yadi, I'm like, I'm never again touching the Ford to do any types of suspension or modifications to it. So I might take it to like an actual mechanic to
see.
like try and do the springs.
Yeah.
But that'd probably be the last thing I try and do into that car.
Makes sense. Have you... What was the question I had? Have you like looked into why they're not operating the way you want them to? Or like online solutions, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, everyone that I like the forums that I see, they all say like, oh, you have to remove like the entire thing to replace it.
oh, that sucks.
Because it's just all that I have to do is the rear springs. I just have to replace because those are the ones that like originally came with it, and these are the ones that I bought with like the new kit. So it's like I told Yadi, I'm like, I'm sure I can drive it like that, but I'm sure it's probably not a good idea to be running on springs that are like 13 years old.
True.
So
I can confirm.
So yeah, so like that's why I want to do it, but I think I'm gonna just take it to like a fucking mechanic and just have them take a wheel at it, have them manhandle my car so that I don't have to feel bad about it.
True.
But yeah, no, I decided that's probably the last things I'm gonna be doing to the car.
The Fusion.
And then if it needs any more like repairs that are
Burn it.
just too much for me to do myself,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just either send it to like that like Victory Auto whatever thing and get my $500 check.
True.
Or I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of weird to think of the end of an era of that car.
For real, because you've had that it's been with you for what?
All of pharmacy school.
Damn.
2016.
Couple hundred miles?
Dude, it's got 128.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I drove that shit to the ground because I would drive to and from school all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would go back.
Oh, that's
for
right.
like school functions or studying or to get some coochie. Like, you know, I had to go back.
Yeah.
So
a pharmacy coochie. That's the way to go.
Hey. That's some memories, dog. I don't know.
True.
That's where I found out that nerdy girls are
Wilden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Nice. You been up with anything else? Any farmers updates?
No, I'm gonna update my resume probably soon.
Oh, true.
That's probably what I'll do tomorrow.
Nice.
Is just update it and then probably start applying, and then heavily apply during my quote unquote vacation.
See,
I reached out to HR to see about like PTO how that would work out. If like they can just pay me outright for everything or what.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's also coming to the end of an era. Sag, but like I need my sanity, dude.
I feel that.
Like I need to relax.
Pods will be crazier.
Yeah. Low key. I'm still gonna try and find a job that's like around the same pay grade that I'm getting now.
Of course.
So like OnlyFans will still be wildin', right? Because I still got to get girls through nursing school. But other than that, like I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
That just sounds weird the way you said that, but like I understand what you're saying.
What?
The way you said all of that.
I gotta support.
I know, but I don't know if they know that,
dude. More nurses out there. Oh, because wait, do you not tie it in with the same?
No, I tied it in because I know what you're talking about.
But like, for example, if someone clicks on the thing, does it not tie into like the old episodes?
No, it's because of different name. So it's not hentai. It's not connected to this.
Oh,
so those episodes like.
See, I was thinking that they were.
No.
So this is all brand new.
Yeah.
Oh.
Last episode was episode 1, right?
Okay.
This is episode 2, and when you click on like no hiatus, right?
It's only those two.
It's only those. It's only gonna be those two.
I thought
I'm saving those to like re-release later as like a special like event.
Okay. I guess I gotta explain myself.
Because like I still have them. I will always have them. I will always save those because that's how we started, and those was we have some gems in those things. And when I make the intro, I'm gonna have some clips from there where people are gonna be like, "What the fuck was that?" And I'm like, "You're gonna have to wait to find out."
I should probably try and explain myself for that then.
If you want to, you don't have to. We can leave it for like suspense.
When we first started this, OnlyFans was booming because this was also during
the panoramic.
The panoramic. So girls were finding ways to capitalize on making money off of people just staying home.
See.
And there was this one particular girl that I found on Twitter that I was very fond of. And
that's so weird, dude.
And I subscribed to her
Fans
version,
only?
her version of Patreon.
True.
And I didn't know this until there was like a 2-3 month time where she wasn't posting anything, but I was being a true OG supporter, and I'm like, I'm still gonna sub because like she needs at least coffee, you know.
True.
So here's my $5.99 for coffee.
True,
you know?
bro. Fuck.
And then she
Loyal.
came out on Twitter and she was like, "Sorry for the hiatus. I just graduated nursing school and I was studying to pass the board exam."
Yeah.
And then I remember
Bro, the plot.
I remember the
fucking
first
plot right here.
first
It
pod.
thickens.
The first pod that we came back, I think I told you, I'm like, I just put my first girl through nursing school.
See, that sounds so weird, dude. What? Someone help this man.
I put her through nursing school, dude. That's me, all me.
Yeah, but how much of the
Oh, probably like
what percentage of the money you paid?
0.0005%. Because I would not pay for content. I would just do the $5.99 subscription and then
monthly,
and then I'll respond to you messaging me, "Hey daddy, what are you doing?" And I literally be like, "I'm at Walmart right now."
ultimate slice of life. You're like,
Dude, I'm at Walmart right now. No, part of me, like, part of the girls that I would sub to, I'd just be like, I'd be like, y'all just want to talk? Like, you know? Like, talk no jutsu Naruto?
fucking filler.
No, I'd be like, "Do you want to see my pussy for $75?" I'm like, no, I'd actually rather know how your day is going. Like, where are you from? Is it raining? Is it sunny? Like, winters here are cold as shit. What about winters over there, you know?
Are you like a hoodie and a jacket type of person or a scarf person?
Like, do you double sock when it gets cold?
Or do you sock and boot?
You know? But no, they were just interested in showing me their genitals. That's
crazy.
I'm like, hey, like, for $5.99 maybe, but like no extra than that. But
I'd much rather know, like, if you're a cold brew or a latte girl, bro.
Yeah. What's your go-to order at Starbucks?
That's what I'm saying.
Do you make your own custom order, or do you do what I do and you just order off the menu?
Ooh,
you know?
Bro, girls just go right into like the stuff. It's like, dude, I need the foreplay. I need the slice of life. I need the character development.
I feel like some of them are like the accounts are run by other people, I think.
Yeah. It's annoying.
But like some of the things that they just like message, I'm just like, dude, ain't no way someone says this stuff, right?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
But nah, she was cool. She was cool. She didn't have your typical OF body. And when I first subbed, we did talk about. I did know she was in school, but she never told me what she was in school for. But
some character development.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to know, you know, how you got here, you know. What got you into posting on the internet nude to strangers for $5.99 a month?
I still find that interesting.
I want to know the percentage that OF takes, because some of these prices,
like 30, I think.
Some of these prices that they request for like,
it's lower than a lot of other places. That's why a lot of adult workers went there, from what I have read and understand.
There's girls that'll be like, here's a video for $10.15. I'm like, why 15 cents? I mean, I'm gonna still pay it, but like the 15, like it just throws you off, you know? So, yeah.
Crazy.
I put one through nursing school, and then we'll see if there's any more that come up.
There's one that becomes like a multi-billionaire because she started her own like company and like sells stuff.
And I'm gonna be the one that helped her through those tough times.
Shout out you, bro.
You know, I feel like I owe something.
True.
I'm owed something,
like a percent of the company,
like a share. You know,
a share sign.
Yeah,
that's a good deal.
Give me like a couple shares. You know,
makes sense. You're on the board of directors.
Dude, that'd be crazy. What are your credentials?
I helped start this shit, technically.
I was there when she had no money to buy a cup of coffee, and my $5.99 a month got her to where she is now.
I love how it's so specifically $5.99 a month.
Well, most of the subscriptions are $5.99, $5.99, $4.99, and then you like from it. That's like the standard, and then out of nowhere you get your like $25 a month.
Like, God damn, bro,
what are you doing for $25 a month?
True.
I don't think I've ever seen anything more than 25.
It's crazy.
But definitely turned me away from. I think there was like one chick that had like a free like free 1 week trial. I'm like, let me give it a shot. And like
There was nothing on it?
there was only like 3 pictures that were like available for free. And then I remember like she was like chatting. She's like, "Where you from? What do you do?" Blah blah blah, so shit. And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And like I forget what I said. I said something like, oh, like it's raining here or something.
I like turtles.
Right? Something like completely right, like completely normal in my opinion.
And then she's like, $80 for the coochie.
$75 to see me play with my,
Yeah. That's
and
crazy.
like you can see like how long the video length is.
And it was like 3 minutes.
No, it was 10 seconds.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was a 10-second video clip for $75. And I'm like,
I guess she's banking on the replay factor.
No, she was. I mean, I think she was for sure going for like people that have never seen something like that.
That's
probably.
crazy.
And then that would willingly pay $80 to see coochie.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. I couldn't imagine like dudes that like have literally never been with a girl that would pay $80 to see some digital coochie. I
think there's more than what we think.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And I think the panorama has
made it worse,
increased it.
Yeah,
because
but to pay $80 to like see it, not just to even like just go to like Vegas and go to the what's the one place where it's legal to pay for it?
The red light district.
I don't know. I know there's a place in Vegas where you can pay for it, and in other like European countries, it's legal too. Bro, just go do that. The fuck?
I think the panorama made it worse because I think a lot of attractions are physical attractions.
Mm-hmm.
And you have people that used to work and were active at their place of establishment, and then the panorama hit, and then you just weren't as active, or you were work from home.
Yep.
So you would just sit on your chair, and then once you were done working, instead of like trying to do anything, you're like, well, I'm already home, and today was a long day at work. I'm not going to go work out.
Mm-hmm.
So people gained weight. So I think it made for more shut-ins because physical attraction is usually, I feel like 85% just like what you see.
Yeah.
Right. And then like 15% like, oh, this guy's actually a pretty fun guy.
Yeah.
Like I actually do want to hang out with him. But I feel like just like physical attraction to begin with is just pure physical. Right.
Yeah.
If you're trying to smash someone, the first thing you're looking at is do they look
physical.
good,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe that created more people like that because you didn't work out during the panorama and you gained some weight. And now that you're trying to be on the dating scene, females are expecting you to have like a 6-pack and like all this other shit.
I don't think girls care about guys' physical looks that much.
I feel like not now.
Some girls might, let me say that, but like I feel like a lot of women might not necessarily care about the physical looks as much. I could be right or wrong, I don't know, but like
I
will say this, time out. Let me preface this with saying dude,
you're canceled.
I don't know. We'll find out. I have gotten more attention post muscle gain than before muscle gain.
It could also be your confidence that you've gained from it, though.
Probably.
I don't think it's the muscles per se. I think it's just your confidence level.
Maybe.
Because it really does boil down from like the very few females that I've talked to.
My sister and my mom. I'm sorry.
From the very few females that I have talked to, they have stated that confidence is definitely one of the things.
Yeah, but what's confidence? Because when a girl says that, like I've heard that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they give me like an example of someone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they're not really like confident. Like it's false confidence. You just don't know that they're lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you ask any guy, they'd be like, oh no, he's full of shit. So that's why I'm like, what's confidence? Because I'm just confused. You know? Like, there was this one dude that went to high school. He was my age with us. And he would get all the girls.
All the bitches.
Because he was confident, right? But he didn't really have anything to back up the confidence. Like, he wasn't good at school. He wasn't good at sports. Maybe, sort of. Like, I'm not going to shit on the dude, right? But, like, he was kind of like, I don't want to say cholo, but he would like, the type of.
Oh, he was a cholo?
Not really, but he was like, he would always kind of like not really put effort into things. Dude, so I don't know where his confidence came from.
Girls love that though.
I guess. I don't know.
He was
a cool dude though, to me.
There's a certain individual who told me that older women prefer better looking men if they're widowed or divorced because they already went through all.
Is this the? Oh.
They already went through. They already went through a bunch of their like not needy things, but like
What they thought they wanted or needed.
yeah.
Phase?
And once you're like widowed or divorced or whatever, she said that a lot of because she knows a lot of her friends
Or
like
milfs.
where she's from, yes, are milfs, right? But are also single milfs.
Damn.
So she says that whenever they're like talking or whatever, that a bunch of the times they're just talking about how they just want to be rammed, just absolutely destroyed.
Crazy.
Like they're just craving.
Wiener.
And I'm like, hey, yo, that's fucking crazy. All I'm saying is, if I could rule the world, there wouldn't be no problems like that.
We no problems like that.
Because I would make sure that they'd stay in their relationship and be happy with their mans.
Is that the man's fault? For not providing the ramage, as you stated?
I think the older generation has been accustomed to, I'm the man of the house. I come home. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything.
Which is crazy.
So it's like, forget you being horny on a Wednesday evening when I get home from work, right?
True.
I'm tired. You know Wednesdays are my long days. How
Okay.
dare you be horny?
True.
Right? Where it's like, I feel like
Treacherous.
the younger generation, right? It's just a freaking Energizer bunny trying to be like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
wherever, call me, beat me. If you want to reach me, I'm there.
True.
So I don't know. And I was just thinking about it because like you also said something about
What'd I say?
older women.
Oh, true.
I'm just like, damn, how does homie know?
They freaks, bro. It's weird.
Absolute craziness.
Yes.
But anyways,
Yes. You want to get into it, or you have any other slice of life things?
I wanted on my way here. There was something I wanted to talk to you about, but
What did it involve?
I forgot. I literally forgot.
Is it sports related? Is it car related? Is it family related? Friends related?
I forgot, dude.
Gaming
like,
related?
Poof.
Fantasy?
I don't even remember, dude.
Is it about toes?
I'm being dead ass. I don't remember.
Okay. You want to get into the enemies?
Let's do it.
Rumors,
I love rumors.
alleged rumors say that the next Demon Slayer arc, Infinite Castle, is going to get split into 3 movies.
The next arc that's coming.
Yeah. Would you prefer 3 movies, or would you prefer a series?
How long are the movies?
Probably an hour and a half, 2.
And how far apart am I getting them?
I don't know. It was a rumor. Again, it was a rumor. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Like, would you prefer, if you were to hear this rumor, right, for the first time as you did right now, would you prefer it to be movies or a regular weekly anime show that comes out and like you just watch it and then you just wait, even though you read it so you know what happens? But
Am I getting the movie animation
yeah, it's the point. Yeah,
than movies?
like Mugen Train,
Than movie.
probably better since it's been 2 years.
That's
Movies?
crazy.
Yeah,
Mugen Train has been 2 years.
2021, right?
That's absolutely bonkers,
Yeah.
dude. When was Zero? JJK Zero. Was that last year?
The year after, I think. 22.
Last year,
I
right?
think so.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? I'd rather do movies.
Me too.
Because I'd rather do the movie animation. Although, based on what the fuck One Piece has been doing, I don't even know what's a movie anymore.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Because it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Even Shady, I forget. There was one time I was one of the most recent episodes I was watching.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "What movie is this?" And I'm like,
Movie?
"It's not a movie. It's
greatness.
like here's Luffy. Like that's Luffy." And she's like, "Oh, he's all white." Like I didn't. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's." I'm like, I can't summarize 1,000 episodes into 2 seconds. So that's Luffy, okay?
Yes.
But I think the movies would be even better than that. So I would do 3 movies, like an hour and 45 each. I would do that. I would binge it.
Me too.
I'd probably be bitching all the freaking time about how long I have to wait in between.
Question: if it's shorter than the Attack on Titan final season's wait,
I'm movies.
movies.
If it's anything like the Attack on Titan season 4 part 5,000, but if it's anything like the Attack on Titan, yeah, I would go crazy because
I would lose my mind too.
I can't wait that long, especially for Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is one of the very few ones of the new generation, I guess you could say, that I really enjoy. So I would absolutely lose my mind because Attack on Titan is making me lose my mind. That's coming out November, no?
We're a month or two away, maybe 2.
Dude, is this the? Well, I don't think anyone knows if this is the final part.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I don't know. I would do movies. Would you be okay with in the future arcs of certain animes being movies? So going away with the weekly episodes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But you'd have to wait all this time.
That's fine.
Really?
That's why I read it. Like, you can't do that with the manga. And if you're telling me you're just going to get it better animated, I'm down.
Really?
Yeah. Like, for example, like some of the shorter One Piece arcs, if you were like, hey, we're going to alternate between arc and movie, but we're going to, see, that's tough. That's tough. Actually, I might take it back.
Because I feel like if they were like,
maybe longer episodes. So like less episodes, but like longer.
So let's take, for instance, One Piece, just because that's the one we're most familiar with, right? What if they were like, hey, because, okay, for example, the Doflamingo arc, right? Dressrosa was 5 years, I think you said? 7 years?
5 or 6, maybe 5.5.
Because you were like, oh, it literally has been 6 years since we last saw Zoro. Because I remember when I got there, I was like, dude, where's Zoro? And then you told me, they're like, imagine seeing it every week. Like, it was literally 5 years of no Zoro. So what if it's like, what if Toei Animation was like, hey, instead of doing 5 years and 400 episodes, however long Dressrosa was, right? We're going to give you guys 10 movies within that 5 year span. Would you prefer 10 movies?
2 movies a year?
Roughly, right? And it just keeps progressing the arc, right? So those 10 movies are going to summarize all of Dressrosa.
I get a movie in, March and a movie in September?
Sure.
Yeah.
You'd be okay with that? Instead of an episode. I mean, some of the episodes really like overlap anyways.
Yeah.
Some of the content, some of the stuff that they're doing is like, in every One Piece episode, there's probably like 5 minutes of what happened in the last episode.
Yeah.
Filler.
Okay, so when I say it depends. Because if you can actually give me the actual story and not ruin the story.
No. So that's why it's 10 movies instead of like one movie.
Yeah.
It's 10 movies. Each of them is going to be 2 hours long.
That's okay.
Right? We're progressing with the arc as we did in the episodes.
It's just
movie
instead
format. Of like 200 episodes, we're going to do 10 movies. Obviously, some shit's going to get cut out, right?
Yeah.
But the important things that won't ruin the storytelling is still going to stay in.
For now, as of September 3rd, 2023, right? It's a year.
Yeah.
My brain just malfunctioned.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yeah. That's subject to change, but I don't know how I feel about weekly episodes if it's going to take away from storytelling and animation. We're getting lucky right now with One Piece because it's like a big climactic part of it.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like,
I know the next arc, I'm going to be absolutely bored out of my mind for it. Just because I know what's happening.
Yeah. So I'm going to say yeah. But I can see where that's a negative, but I'll leave that for whenever the negative comes up.
I feel like the only negative is instead of, for example, Dressrosa, instead of getting an episode every week, I have to wait 6 months to see
Yeah,
Luffy.
but you know what's annoying?
What?
When you have like a cool part, like the Kaido and Luffy fight right now, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I would much rather see the entire fight in one sitting.
I gotcha.
Even though like I read it, right, and like I know what happens, I'm like, if I'm going to see it animated and see all the cool shit that they did, right, I'd much rather see it in one sitting.
I think people have already been kind of anticipating the end of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So people have already prepared, like, stitching the episodes together. I think I saw on Twitter someone had posted, like, a 20-minute clip, and it was the Luffy-Kaido fights thus far, till this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, like, no repeats, no nothing. Like, they made sure to cut out, like...
all the extras.
Yeah. And it was just 20 minutes of Luffy fighting Kaido. And I'm like, I can see how, like, if I were to tell you, hey, these 20 minutes have happened over 4 episodes, right? I can see how you'd be like, dude, fuck this shit. Like, are you serious? This was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Was 2 hours worth of animation.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can see that, but
I think what would be cool is like ending of arcs, maybe movies. You know what I mean?
what about ending of the whole thing?
That would be cool too.
Like if JJ or not JJK, like if Attack on Titan came out and they were like
Just one big ass movie
just one movie
instead of a 3-part final season.
Right,
I would love that shit.
Like if they were like, hey, here's the end, right? Here's the last 40 chapters. It's a 3-hour movie, right? But here you go.
Yeah, I would be down. Maybe not 3-hour movie, but yeah.
I think I'm just fed up with Attack on Titan because I've been waiting for so long.
Me too.
So maybe I feel like a different anime would be better
Mm-hmm.
to, I guess, compare it to.
Yeah, but like even like My Hero, I also realize I'm like 50 chapters back.
Dude, I don't even want to know how far back I am.
But for that ending, I think it would be cool to have like one big movie. I know they don't really do that with canon for them, but I think it would just be cool to see like one big final all for one for all fight like that. I don't know where they are now, so as I'm saying that he could be dead. I doubt it, right? But right, like one final just hour and a half, 2-hour movie of them fighting one big clash where it's fluid, right? Like kind of like the Broly movie. How like the Broly movie was canon. Like that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, hey, like we're gonna see Broly in 30 chapters from now, which they eventually brought him in. But it's like,
he's part of Super?
Yeah, he's part of Super.
Like
officially.
he is.
Like he's canon officially because of the movie. But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like there's parts of series where I'm like, yo, this could be a movie.
Have you watched Super? And I know you watched the Broly movie, but have you watched Super in tangent with it to, I guess, kind of see?
So it's post what Super has out right now. Yeah.
But Super's still going, right?
The manga, yeah. So like the manga continued and the anime hasn't for whatever reason. I don't know why.
So Broly is in Super.
Yeah.
But the animators just decided to do the movie of Broly first.
No. So the anime finished.
Oh, the anime's done?
Right. And the manga continued. And they were like, yo, we're going to have a Broly movie because everyone loves Broly, but we're going to change him up a bit to make him cool. Right. Then they released the movie and they were like, yo, this is canon. And then like he got mentioned in the manga like 2 or 3 chapters after the movie where Goku was like, yeah, we met another Saiyan. And he's really, really strong, even strong as Beerus. And it was, oh, that's Broly. But they never showed up until like a few, like maybe like 10 chapters ago, which was like a year or 2 after the movie came out. But the anime hasn't ever picked up for whatever reason. When it's like really good right now. Or the manga was before I stopped reading it frequently. But I would enjoy more movies as part of canon to animes. Where like the Luffy and Kaido fight could have been a movie.
Yeah.
And that would have been perfectly fine.
I'm pretty sure people wanted it to be a movie.
Yeah.
I feel like with the animations we've been getting, it's just waiting the week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd like the weeklies.
I mean, again, I enjoy watching it week to week, right? Because it gives me something to look forward to.
Like every Sunday, every
Thursday.
Right,
but if you were like, hey, you're not going to get any episodes for the next month and a half because we're just going to make those 6 episodes into a movie, I'm down. And then we're just going to throw the movie in there like in like the middle of those 6 weeks, like week 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Again, it would suck, but there's some things that just look better. Like, for example, a Mugen Train
was better in the movie.
Was better in the movie just because it was fluid.
And then when they redid it in the episodes, I'm like, we were already here.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I would like them to play around with it more now that we know that it somewhat works.
I mean, Demon Slayer has been low-key the only one to do it at the moment.
And I would
successfully, I guess.
And I would like to see My Hero actually do canon movies, because all the other movies I think are like semi-canon.
I think My Hero should just be a fucking movie. From what I've read, I mean, I'm still like really, really behind. It should just be a movie. I don't know. I'm sure my mind will change.
Yeah. You want to talk about the big fucking One Piece live action?
Yeah, because I finally watched it.
So we watched episode 1 of the One Piece live action. We're gonna watch the rest of the episodes, right? Together and make Patreon content off of it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the plan. So for the Patreon, for right now, the plan is to watch and review the rest of the One Piece live action, because we only watch one episode, because binging an 8 episodes that are hour long is fucking nuts.
I didn't know these shits were an hour.
Me neither. I clicked play, and I saw an hour and 4 minutes, and I was like, "Who the fuck?"
So
what is this time?
I was waiting on you. It was like 2:15, 2:10 when I got home from what I had to do. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna bug him. Like, if he said 3, I'm gonna just wait till 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he's got other shit going on. So I'm like, whatever. I'm like, and there was nothing to watch. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Right? Let me watch this first episode of the live action, 20 minutes, and then I'll watch some YouTube, and then I'll be ready. Right? I clicked on it. It was doing the whole Netflix introduction, so I went to go get like a water bottle or whatever. Right? So I didn't see the initial time. Right? So I watched the first like 5-10 minutes, Roger dying. How do you like Garp being what is it? He's Irish, right?
I don't dislike it. I think he's a little small, because Garp is like
Yeah.
top heavy.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice to have someone who was also kind of muscular, or at least bulky.
I'm thinking of like a Rock, like the Rock kind of figure.
Or like Eddie Hall. I don't know if you know who Eddie Hall is.
Mm-mm.
Just like a big ass, like top heavy dude.
Yeah.
Would have been nice. That's my only critique of that, though. But
yeah, no, I agree. But like, I was telling Yadi, because she was watching with me. She's like, "What's with all these accents?" She didn't like it, but that's because she doesn't understand the actual nationality that each character has.
See.
And she also just doesn't, right? Like, Mbepo was who we saw, right?
Yeah.
That's the purple suit guy, right?
I think so.
She's like, "Why is he the only one in a purple suit?" I'm like, "You need to know, right? What he actually does." What else? But yeah, when I came back, I was like sitting there for like 20 minutes. I'm like, "Dude, I gotta go pee." And then I'm like, surely should be over. So I paused it, and then I saw that it was like 40 minutes left, and I'm like, "What the actual?"
Yeah.
But my overall, I don't hate it, but I'm also not in love with it.
So I told Drew to watch it because I watched it first, and what I told Drew, and I'll say it here on the pod, is if the manga's a 10 and the anime's a 9, this is actually pretty good One Piece.
Yeah,
it's a solid 8, maybe 7. But as live action, it's like a 7.5. That's why I give it. If I'm gonna give it a rating, it's 7.5.
I think it's the best live action animated anime adaptation that they've put out.
Yeah,
I think it's the best thus far.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think
one episode.
I also think it's also based on the amount of support.
It's doing really well. It's like number 1 in like 80 countries or some shit, like craziness.
But is it because the actual live action is good, or is it following up the One Piece hype?
I think it's the One Piece hype.
Because Gear 5 has only been like, what, 4 or 5 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
And when did the live action come out?
Last week?
Like 2 weeks? Or last week, actually?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah.
Actually last week?
Yeah, it was the last week of August.
So if Gear 5 took over the internet, right? And you're like, holy shit, this shit's actually pretty badass, right? I feel like that is going to be bringing a lot of people forward to watch this One Piece.
And it did. Again, just my issue, and I told you this, it was my same issue with the Cowboy Bebop live action, was the weird like brightness or scenery lighting that the shows have. And One Piece has it, where it's just like it's awkwardly lit and it looks weird. If that makes sense.
Fuck?
Like I don't know what it's called. I don't know why they do it, but it's like weirdly lit to where there's just weird lighting. And I'm like, all you had to do was copy whatever the fuck Pirates of the Caribbean did, and throw One Piece on it, and I would have loved it. But it's like it's just weirdly lit. Like there was times where like it has the weird what did you call it? The
weird like third world country lens that made it look yellow instead of
dude, I just
actual IRL.
Like it looked horrible in Cowboy Bebop. It looks a little bit better here.
Yeah,
but I just can't, dude. I was watching the episode and the characters kept me in it because they did a good job casting.
The actors, they casted phenomenal actors for every single
10
person.
10 out of 10 for all of you.
Like Kobe, dude. I'm like, how do you draft a perfect Kobe?
Literally.
You know? The Luffy guy, I'm like, he's gonna have to grow on me, right?
Luffy grew on me too. That's the thing.
Well, the actors,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but like Zoro, I'm already in love with Zoro.
Yeah,
fucking badass, right?
Yeah. Nami's cool too.
Marsh was in love with Zoro too. She's like, I love that they made him a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's my only like gripe is he's not really an asshole. It's more he just doesn't care.
He was at the beginning, no? I mean, it's been years since I read it, so or watched the beginning.
Dog. When I tell you, I'm like, why are they in a marine base?
Yeah, I was confused as fuck. And you're like, this is the beginning of the show.
And then I'm like, I'm going to just let it rock, right? I'm going to let it rock. And then I'm just watching it, and I'm like, holy shit, that's right. Luffy first meets Kobe, and then he meets the crew.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck. Because I just have the vision of Luffy jumping out of a barrel.
Yeah.
Right? So when I saw him inside the barrel, I'm like, oh, here we go. And then he ends up in Elvira's ship.
Yeah.
I hope Shawty is okay with being Elvira, the actual actor.
Oh, got it.
You know, because
I mean, she signed up for it.
I wonder if we're gonna get the transformation.
What do you mean?
How Elvira goes from how she looks to
to
like
where
a complete.
I don't know. I don't know how far they're gonna go with it. From what I understand, the One Piece live action was just supposed to be like the intro stuff. I don't know how far they'd go. I don't even want them to go that far anyway.
Can you imagine live action Dressrosa?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
how would you animate Bounce Man?
How would you animate the big fucking Senor Pink?
Live action Senor Pink
would be lit. I'll take it back. Give me it. Give me it.
I will cast for Senor Pink.
Dude, you wear the diaper and the pink tutu?
I do it at casting. And the pacifier.
The pacifier?
At the casting, that is me.
Sign this man up for Senor Pink if you guys do Dressrosa.
Just so I can have girls shout out so hard boiled.
Yes. Damn, now I want it, dude. Now I fucking want it.
Live action till Dressrosa. You don't have to do whole cake. It's gonna be virtually impossible to do Wano without horrible CGI. And then just call it a day.
No, just be samurais. It'd be like an old samurai movie.
Yeah, but then you're going to introduce Kaido, and he's the main villain. You're eventually going to have to get to the Kaido-Luffy fight.
In the dragon.
All of that is going to be CGI. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The dragons are going to be CGI.
True.
And I just don't trust our CGI yet.
True. Again, I don't hate it. I thought I was going to absolutely despise One Piece live action.
I agree.
I like it.
It's
good One Piece. It's only episode 1, and again, we'll give our like review of each episode as we go on. It'll be like maybe like a weekly thing or a couple day thing. Who knows? But I just something about live action just still throws me off.
I think it's the making it real.
It's the lighting. It's the scenery. It's that. Now that you say it, it just throws me off, and I'm just like I just can't love it.
Like I was watching the previews for Arlong, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I know, dude.
Like fuck. They're really, really pushing Buggy to be like the Joker number 3.
I know.
And I'm like, Buggy is not
Joker
unless they're trying to portray him as a pirate, right? And pirates are bad guys, right? And that's why they're like, you have to pretend like you're the Joker. Even though we know that Buggy's just a clown.
Yeah.
Like, homie's literally a freaking goof.
Yeah.
Right? But that's why that was my first gripe at the end where they introduced Buggy. Buggy's like, oh, well, that's my map. We have to go get it. And I'm like, don't do, and in my head, I'm like, don't try and do a Joker laugh, please.
But
And
if
then
he's
he
comedy
does
the
it.
way he should be, dude, we're in.
Hopefully he is, because obviously we're going to see him episode 2, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he's comedy. I'm hoping they try and do it right. But I mean, like you said, I don't absolutely hate it,
But I don't love it.
but I'm not in love with it.
It's a solid 7, 7.5. Again, it's good One Piece, but it's live action, so it's not an 8. It's a 7, 7.5.
It's a 7 for me.
Yeah,
I can't give it an 8.
me neither.
It's for sure a 7.
Yep.
Again, it's good.
But it's not.
It's missing something for me to be like, I'm in love.
It's sazon, bro. It doesn't have the sazon. Even though he's from Brazil, the guy who plays Luffy,
Yeah.
but there's no sazon.
Well, that's what I was trying to like. Oh, yeah. I saw Shanks' crew.
Yeah.
I was also expecting Shanks to be like a foot taller.
Yeah, but if you look, everybody else is supposedly taller than him in the anime.
Yeah. I don't know. I was expecting him to be taller.
I was proven wrong. Shout out the actor. I was talking shit on episode 1, and he proved me wrong.
Oh, it's the Shanks actor?
Yeah, I was talking shit. He was like, I don't think he would play a good Shanks, and then the accent did it.
The accent threw me off at first, but then it grew on me.
Yeah.
I love Yasop already. I
Did you see
already
Little
love
Room
Yasop.
with his fucking chicken leg?
Dude, when he started laughing at Shanks, I'm like, I fucking hate this shit. I fucking hate it.
I'm telling
I
you.
hate that I love it.
I hate that I love it, baby. Dude.
They did really well on Shanks' casting. They didn't have to cast the perfect crew for Shanks either.
But they did.
But they actually did.
Did you see Ben?
Yeah. I saw all of them. I'm like, you guys didn't have to, but you guys did.
I'm telling you, I literally went in and I'm like, I'm gonna hate this shit. I was like,
even the bandit.
Yeah.
The bandit, I'm like, holy fuck, did someone like reincarnate the actual bandit and just like 3D printed him and did some voodoo man? Like, holy fuck.
They did. Y'all did it.
All of them were like really good casting. I'm telling you, I think you've said this before. I don't think officially on pod or on record, but you've definitely said this before where you yourself were like, the Netflix casting crew right now is absolutely like cracked on who they're casting for the characters.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, what do you mean? And then you told me Luffy, they casted a Brazilian guy who's actually
they like actually went and pointed people from those nationalities to play, and they went crazy. They absolutely went nuclear.
And I'm just like, holy shit. I'm like, this is like, for me, Yasop was like the biggest stand up because I'm like, this is Yasop from
the show,
from the comic, from the anime. This is like bar for bar him.
Yeah. I was so happy. It's crazy because like, again, it's good One Piece. That's why I give it an 8 if the anime and manga are 10 and 9, however you want to shake that. But it's not better than those. And it's still live action that, again, there's something wrong with the picture I'm seeing. I just don't know how to describe it because I'm not like a film major or anything.
But they're trying. So it's a 7. It's better than the Cowboy Bebop. Yes. Oh, yes.
I'm going to say
yes.
that. It's better than
the initial D one too.
But the initial D, it's better than a lot of like live action remakes.
Yes.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good show if you
Yes.
just don't know anything about One Piece.
It's better than the Pokemon ones too, in my opinion. Like I know it was Pikachu Detective, but like
Pikachu Detective was kind of cool, dude.
But like the CGI shit and everything.
I know, but still. Anyway, I understand, right? Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited if they continue. Someone was saying that they're just gonna introduce the crew. So up to Brook, right?
What about Jinbei?
I don't know if they would go that far because Jinbei technically is.
What about Frankie?
That's still pre-time skip. I don't think they're gonna go past time skip. Someone was saying that like if they continue, they're not gonna go past.
So
time
Water 7. Well, you'd have to if you're gonna introduce Frankie. Would be Water 7. But my thing is there's no
Water 7 is pre.
No. What I'm saying is there's no good place to end it.
Except for when spoiler alert for those who have not watched One Piece, when Garp lets someone die. You know how crazy that shit would be watching live action that person die, I would throw something at my TV.
But then you
It's
can't
expensive.
end it because then what Blackbeard does.
There is no good part. Again, you're right. Right.
No, like I'm thinking of like a
I mean, if it pops off and is
Dress Rosa
and
hot take would be a good place to end it.
but then you still don't get Jinbei. And technically, you don't really get Jinbei till Wano, so you would have to go all the way to here.
Because then Dress Rosa introduces the fleet.
Yeah.
So then that would be, in my opinion, a good place to end it because then you're like, oh, homie has a fleet. Homie finds the One Piece. We're fine.
True.
For all those non-manga readers, non-anime followers, the people that are just exclusively watching the live action, I think that would be a pretty decent place to end it.
If it does well enough, I think they would continue it until One Piece ended.
Oh,
They would just skim it, though. I feel like they would.
I lied.
Go ahead.
You could end it at Thriller.
When they pick up Brook.
And you end it with Zoro saying nothing happened.
That actor would deliver that line in Mac. Oh. Give
You know
that
what
man
I'm
the
saying?
Oscar, bro. The Oscars.
Because then after that, nothing happened.
Yeah,
they just casually went into Water 7. They weren't looking to go into Water 7. Plot-wise. They stumbled onto Thriller on accident because it was a hovering island.
Yeah.
I think they had to get the log post to reset.
It's been so long. Holy shit.
I think it took like 7 days to reset or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why they were there for so long. But like, Kuma's gone. Kuma shows up and leaves, right?
Yeah, but you would also you would introduce so much. But I think you're right.
But that would be a good place
I think Thriller's a
to
good place.
end it
Yeah.
because then you're not introducing everything else.
Keep speaking. I'm gonna look at the arcs, but yeah.
Because after that, you go Water 7, Ennie's Lobby, Paramount War, right? Into like Archeolapago, right?
Archeolapago.
Break or the 2-year time skip.
Yeah.
And then time skip, you can't stop anywhere during the time skip because everything is just freaking gas.
Even
Right.
some people go on. Yeah.
So that's why I think Thriller would be a good place to end it because then you introduce Kuma, right? You are thinking about the Revolutionary Army. You're thinking about Kuma and why he did what he did.
I mean, you see the Revolutionary Army. I don't want to spoil too much. With the smoker and
Oh, facts.
But you don't even know it's that. But you definitely see it.
But it introduces certain aspects.
So they stopped even before Logtown, right? Yeah, they stopped right before Logtown. So you would have to do Logtown, Alabasta, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, Drum Island, Alabasta again.
Oh, because then you have Nami
Sky-
by then already, right?
Sky Island, Skypiea. Skypiea would be crazy. Then Water 7. Then Ennie's Lobby. Then Thriller Bark. So you would actually go through. I think you mixed them
Thriller's.
after Ennie's Lobby. And
Wow.
you're asking the wrong dude.
So Frankie's already part of the team by Thriller?
Mm-hmm. Because then they go to Summit War, but they all get split up by the time they get to Summit. Unless this is mixed up. But it's a One Piece wiki, so I don't know
Was
why.
Frankie there? Dude, Thriller was like 4 years ago, man.
Yeah, because then it's Amazon Lily because it gets split up. Luffy's chilling over there. Then Impel Down. Then Marineford. Yeah.
So Frankie was already part of the team. Oh, the cola. Yeah, he was. I'm an idiot. Holy shit.
But I think time skip, if they continued, I wouldn't want them to go into the post time skip. Because it just gets weird after that. Like a Big Mom, Kaido, all the different powers, the story. It's like, yo, just go watch it.
Go read it. Pick up a book.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
fuck.
we liked it. We're going to, again, like I said, for the Patreon, it'll be just in the base tier. We'll try to do it at least one episode a week. We can maybe sneak in 2 if there's time.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll probably do that with other shows too.
Yeah.
We'll just supplement it onto the Patreon. And here we'll just might brief that we're talking about it or like a quick review. But we can get into other other anime. We can get into the One Piece anime. Hey, did you watch the episode from yesterday?
Yes.
Let me find it because I have some notes.
Absolute bonkers.
Yeah, 1074. That was nuts, dude.
I like seeing how big the attacks are, I guess, compared to Kaido.
Yeah. Because he was always a metric.
And it's just the big ass fucking fish.
Dude, that was just flying.
This is it, right? Or do we still have another?
We have one more, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
But like we're getting towards the end of this fight.
Yeah, we have another episode or two.
I love how Luffy just manhandles, or not manhandles, but like.
My bad. Let's start
Momo.
at the new intro. Like it? Not like it?
I gotta.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I hated this one. I hated the Wano one when it first came out.
Yeah.
So I gotta.
The one with the hat in the water. It took me like 3 or 4 episodes for it to grow on me, and now I love it. But that's the same thing with this one. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like this eventually, but I don't like it right now.
I mean, I'll probably have to.
The outro bangs, though. It's still bangs.
I still can't believe it's been that. Every time I get to the outro, that's instantly what pops in my head. I'm like,
17 years.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But I think about it because it literally is just the to be continued, and then the Luffy, and then like what he's gonna do in the next episode.
And then now it's fucking a banger.
I'm okay with having a banger instead of having here's what's coming.
Well, one maybe because I read it that I don't care for the review. I'm sorry, or the preview, whatever.
Yeah,
I just don't care.
No,
I'm like,
me either.
Like, you can get rid of that in all anime ever, and I'll be so happy. Because even if if I was like an anime only watcher, I still don't care to see what happens next.
Because you have to wait a week.
I have to wait a week. So now I'm like, oh, like they showed this.
It's the find out next time on.
Yeah, just leave me at that.
Ball.
Just end that shit. But yeah, dude. Oh, so I was talking to you about this at your brother's a birthday party. I have a theory, and I don't know if this is a theory that other people have brought up, right?
Oh yeah, the theory.
But I think Luffy has 3 devil fruit powers. I think his one fruit has 3 powers. Because I'll explain that, but I think that's why people are theorizing or have been theorizing that Blackbeard is getting 3 powers, even though he currently only has 2. Because Luffy has a zone transformation that Kaido said, right? He has a paramecia power where he can control other things. And even Kaido said that was weird, right?
Yeah.
And now I think his Logia type is being able to control lightning.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like Kizaru's. Oddly enough, in the manga, spoiler alert, he's about to fight him. Sorry for the spoiler, but it's part of my like little theory, right? Where I think now, I think Blackbeard knew of that devil fruit that it had the ability to control 3 types of things, right? Where he's like, dude, I need 3 types of things to be able to fight it if someone were to get it.
What was Teach's role in Whitebeard's crew, or was he just a crewmate?
They just picked his ass up.
Okay. He wasn't like a medic. He wasn't like the knowledgeable one. Like
not that I know of, not that I remember.
Okay.
And then he wanted the Gum, I think.
Yeah, he did. I
Yeah.
think he did.
I think he knew that it was the Nika Sun God fruit. So
that's what I was asking. Like,
that's not confirmed, right? But I think he knew that devil fruit existed, and he knew if someone picked it up, he would need to fight it, and he would need 3 powers to match its 3 powers. I'm not saying it's confirmed that his Logia is lightning and Paramecia is rubber, and his zone is confirmed to be a Nika, right? So that's not confirmed, but I think that's going to be the case, because why can't he just grab thunder or lightning? I guess my bad.
Why couldn't he do that when he was fighting in Skypiea? You know?
Well, because he wasn't unlocked, or he wasn't.
Yeah, but no. What I'm saying is,
right. Know? So I'm like, yo, if the unlock gives him all 3 devil fruits, right? And I'm Blackbeard, knowing what he knows about Zebek, right, and stuff. I'm assuming he knows about the Nika fruit, which means he would know that it theoretically has 3 powers, and that's why I think he wants 3 powers, or at least has 2. And again, it's not confirmed, but I think that's solid.
I think it's the only logical reasoning, because he also has 3 skulls on his flag.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for him to have 3 skulls on his flag.
Because now it's even if you think about it.
The what?
Luffy versus Blackbeard fight.
Right now?
Just in general, like.
Oh.
I think this power up because my big concern with Luffy, right? Before we found out what Gear 5 was, even in the manga, I was like, yo, he still can't match up against Quake and the Dark Fruit.
But he can now.
But he 100% can now.
I think his turning everything around him into rubber will negate the Quake.
Yeah.
Right? And I think
because he can grab lightning, so that means that he could potentially grab the Quake.
Darkness.
Or both.
I was thinking grab the darkness
and throw it back.
And then just rubberize the Quake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know? Or contain the Quake inside like rubber.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
But I'd be interested to see because I know Blackbeard is after I think a 3rd devil fruit. Yeah. I forget what chapter it was, but they did mention that he is after a 3rd one.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious.
Well, the fans have been theorizing it because he has the 3 skulls.
In the chapter.
Oh, in the chapter? So I just don't know what he would get because he has a paramecia. I don't know what zone he would get. A lot of people are saying that he was going to get Kaido's because of the dragon. But Kaido didn't die in Wano.
Mm-mm.
Oh, my bad. Spoiler alert. He doesn't die because we're in the anime portion of this.
He's just going to get a smile.
It'd be funny if he gets Momos and he starts just laughing. Oh, Oda would do some shit. But, yeah, I don't know. Back to the Kaido fight, which proved, or at least gave me the idea, right, that he has 3 powers.
Mm-hmm.
I think now Luffy, is in a good spot to actually, like, if he has to fight Akainu, or when he does fight him again, and when he fights Blackbeard, I think he's in a good spot. Whereas before, I was always worried that Gear 5 wasn't going to be enough because, like, it's just rubber. But now it's just like, hey, it's rubber, but he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he can transform things to rubber, so he doesn't have to worry about swimming.
How do we? Oh,
because he can transform the water into rubber.
Because technically, they freed the sun god freed the fishmen, right? And that's why they are the sun pirates, right? Because of the sun god.
I think so. That's how they're related.
So it would be crazy if the sun god
can turn like a portion of the water rubber, so he'll never have to swim and he'll never get affected.
So you were telling me that, and imagine in Gear 5, he is not affected by the water, therefore not affected by sea prism cuffs either. Fuck. And that's why the world government wants this devil fruit, because they can't control it. Yes. Because their most powerful weapon against devil fruit users, the sea prism cuffs
and the sea don't work
against them.
Yes, we're back. We're dialed. We're dialed.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm telling you.
Because that's the only reason why the world government would want it. I mean, they already control the world, so why would you need a devil fruit to control it further?
Because it can do whatever it wants.
They need it to just lock it up.
Yep.
And then the next arc proves that I always thought that like the devil fruits had memories attached with it, which I think didn't someone.
It was said in the manga,
right? Someone said it. So I thought, way ago, right? But I was thinking, Luffy unlocked the Gundam fruit.
Vegapunk said it with the seraphim that looks like Boa.
No, with Momo too.
Maybe
Momo would get nightmares.
That's right.
Momo would get nightmares of Kaido.
You're right.
And they were like,
because the seraphim that looks like a Boa was still shy around
Luffy.
Shout out Luffy, bro.
But I thought that was gonna happen, but it doesn't really seem like Luffy's unlocked any memories from that void.
I don't know if it's. You're right, 100% right. But I don't know if it's memories as much as it is like maybe flashes. So we'll see, right? But the animation, especially in that episode, with like the lightning and the control of it,
the freaking
crazy. The animation with him in Gear 5, insane. I liked how he was able to hear the Wano people, and then he like geared back up.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is what I wanted from Luffy 1,000 chapters ago. But I like the fact that we got it so late.
It only took us 1,000 chapters to get here. And we probably only have 200 more chapters to go.
You might not be wrong. I have no rebuttal to that.
Like 200, 300 chapters. I can't see Oda doing 500 more, but I also can't see him giving us only 100.
I mean, we're confirmed to go to Elbaf after, spoilers alert, after this arc in the manga.
That is?
Yeah, they said it in one of the chapters. They were like, oh, we're going to Elbaf. That's what Vegapunk said, I think. Something like that. Anyway, let's keep it to anime only. Animation's been going crazy. It's great. 10 out of 10. If you don't watch, you should watch. If you watch the One Piece live action, you should watch the anime.
Yeah, start from episode 1.
Do it. It's great. 10 out of 10 worth it.
You're only 1,073 episodes behind.
Yep. It's great. Any other last comments on the recent episodes or what's happening?
For One Piece?
Yeah.
No.
Did you watch the JJK episode?
Of course. I got mad that it took so long for it to come out on Crunchy.
Yes.
I thought it was 10 a.m. So I didn't watch it till after work.
JJK season 2 returned. With I think they titled the episode 30 because they just continue off the previous season.
Okay.
But we're back to present time. Itadori and Megumi and what's her face?
Nobara
are back.
That's right. We always forget about her because
Oh, she's cool. She's better than pink-haired chick.
Sakura.
Yeah, don't be disrespectful. Anyway,
I just think it's funny how it's always a 3-man team and it's always 2 guys, 1 girl, and the girls portrayed to be useless.
Unfortunately. No, but she's useful.
Oh, she's a badass.
Yeah, she's badass. They're saying
I can't wait to see her character development in this upcoming arc.
Oh.
She's gonna be a powerhouse.
I was expecting more from the first episode to dealing with Shibuya, but I like the fact that we got the Mechamaru fight.
I forgot about it.
Me too.
I forgot about it until we were here, and I'm like, oh, shit, that's right.
This happens right before Shibuya.
Yeah, I'm like, that's right. He tries to fight them off.
So he was always a double agent for the good guys,
Yes.
which I forgot about because once Shibuya hits, shit hits the fan and then just nonstop.
It's still nonstop.
It's still nonstop, and I don't understand.
I liked it, though.
Me too.
I told Yadi she wasn't ready for it, though.
She's not, which means we technically get less episodes of Shibuya.
Like upcoming?
Yeah, because they wasted 1 episode on review or finishing the last arc, and then starting the precursor to Shibuya.
Oh, we got 1 more episode less.
Yeah,
1 less episode.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all right.
I said
they're probably still gonna run a 24 episode season.
Yeah, but that was pretty good. Again, it's rough with weekly episodes, but it was a pretty good episode. Again, the exciting stuff will probably happen in episode 3 and 4, and beyond that,
like 2-3 weeks from now.
Yeah,
100%.
But when Buddy dies, bro, that's gonna be crazy.
I'm not ready for that, dude.
Me neither.
Especially with all those zoom ups that he's been having in the opening.
I know. Spoilers.
I just told Yadi, I'm like,
You're not ready.
no, I told her, I'm like,
No one's ready.
I told her, I'm like, who animated Attack on Titan? And she's like, wasn't it that one studio? I'm like, Studio Mappa. And she's like, okay. I'm like, and who's animating JJK? And she's like, and I'm like, the same studio. I'm like, I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yep. They like to just kill off characters.
I'm pretty sure they did Chainsaw too, right?
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's a lot of killing and blood with them.
Fucking heathens, bro.
Heathenry.
Someone's gotta check up on Studio Mappa.
They do.
Make sure they're doing all right. Especially after all the delays on Attack on Titan.
For real.
Dude, they're probably ready themselves for that shit to be over.
Yep. I would be too after fucking 5 years.
I told Yadi I'm gonna go as the Beast Titan for Halloween.
W. Are you gonna leave the chest bare too or no?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have hair to begin with.
Oh, okay.
So.
No, I thought maybe you would get a suit and just cover it. Or are you just gonna get
I'm just gonna shave it all.
W.
I'm gonna shave off the 2 hairs I have.
Nice. Isn't it super quick tangent on hairy chest? Isn't it weird that some people have no hair like me and you on their chest, but 24 is like a fucking wildebeest?
I have no hair, dude.
No, me neither. But 24 is just like a wildebeest, dude.
Part of me just wants to shave it off because it's just like a few couple hairs here. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking annoying. Yeah. So, I don't know. Genetics, man.
I swear.
Genetics.
Into the mangoes or what?
Into the mangoes we go.
Into the mangoes. The first one, we'll talk about One Piece chapter 1091, titled Sentomaru. Thoughts, comments, concerns, anything that stood out to you?
So he didn't unleash purple, did he? No, he did.
No. We're talking about One Piece first. Oh, I was confused. I was like, what?
Oh, my God. Fuck.
I mean, we can talk about...
No, it's fine. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to recover from the purple. I'm just going to say that fight with Kizaru is going to be absolute bonkers.
Yeah.
Because Luffy's line of, compared to 2 years ago, we're a lot stronger, also puts into perspective how much time has actually passed.
Yeah.
So we're still technically, for example, if the time skip was in January, Wano was technically August.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Just to recap the episode real quick. We get Sentomaru versus Kizaru. The Navy fleet just starts shooting cannons. They say, fuck it. Which is a very different tone. That's how I think. I mean.
Well, they know he unlocked his double fleet.
No, they stated it, and then you've said it for a while now, how we're really nearing the end. And this kind of like, at this moment, I cemented it, right? Because like the Navy's always been cautious with just like, being too destructive
or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And now they're just like,
but now they said, fuck it. We're sending everything. We're launching. We're not warning nobody. We're just sending it. And I was like, oh, they just started blowing shit up.
But it could also be because it's just, wait.
They're trying to kill Vegapunk.
Yeah, but there's actual people there, right? Or are they all?
I don't remember. I'm just saying, like, it definitely cemented
robots.
It definitely cemented the okay, cool. We know how strong Luffy and how important he is now.
Oh, so now we're just gonna Buster Call.
So we're just we're just throwing everything at him.
Well, when they were heading over there, I'm pretty sure they like went in like their like radios or whatever. That's another thing. Sorry, really quick tangent. I hate the ringtone on the snails in the live action.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the bada, right?
Me too.
And then the ka-chunk when I was waiting for that.
No.
And anyways.
Tangent real quick too. I hate that I hate that Luffy in the live action doesn't wear his sandals. He has like little booties.
Wait, dead ass?
Dead ass.
I haven't paid attention to that. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, really? he has like little booties.
What the fuck? Oh, there was a picture that they were saying there's no way Garp is wearing Air Force Ones right now.
I'm like, bro, give Luffy the sandals, bro. That's what makes him.
Anyways.
Back to the manga.
Yeah, didn't they put on the radio that they wanted all available Marine ships to like send their asses straight?
Yeah, they were just they were gonna destroy Egghead Island at any cost, and that to me literally amplifies the importance of what's happening now. Because throughout a lot of One Piece, my critique is like it just kind of feels like Luffy and the crew are just kind of like
chilling or belittled.
There's no real threat
from the Straw Hat crew.
No, from the other people.
Oh.
It was kind of like they just let them be. And they did. I think in one of the... I think after Whole Cake, when they were giving them their new bounties, I think the military or the Navy was like, yeah, we just tried to give bounties, but we're trying not to act on it so people don't freak out, right? But now they're freaking out and just launching every ship and admiral and vice admiral that they have at them. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now there's some importance and some like threat level where the crew now actually has to try. And the fact that they're fighting Lucci and Kizaru and there's threats.
When I saw that Luffy's fighting Kizaru,
dude,
I'm like, we're here? Are we here?
He's fighting an admiral.
I didn't know we were here.
Me neither.
Like, I didn't think... What the fuck? We're fighting an admiral now.
Yeah, but I think it goes to show that one of the Goroseis on the ship. Again, I don't know how strong the Gorosei is going to be, right?
Oh, he's heading over. The short guy, right?
No, he's already there. He's on a
Oh.
ship. He was on the ship with Kizaru.
Oh, the bull guy, right?
That's what the leak that, or I guess it's not a leak because it was on the cover page. But that's what people are saying, that he's gonna transform into like a bull or bison or whatever. But I'm in it, dude. The fact that Luffy's like, I'm stronger than I was 2 years ago. I'm gonna fuck you up.
My thing is the fact that was the last thing Luffy says in this chapter. Cold, ice cold,
Insane.
So, fuck. Like
And the fact that he went up to him and was like, yeah, I saw what you guys did at Marineford, right? But fuck that. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. I'm like, yeah, about time. Let's go. Send it.
The clash on the conch and everything. I'm really curious to see how Luffy plays this out because technically speaking, he can't touch him.
Yeah, but what if?
In his base form.
Because he can control. No, because he can turn. Because he grabbed lightning. This is what I was saying. If he grab a lightning, technically he can grab a light.
Do you think Oda thought about this way back when he was drafting up Kizaru?
I don't know.
Giving him the power of light?
I want to say yes. And that's why he made him the first admiral that he was going to fight. Because he just went from Wano, right, where he was grabbing lightning out of the fucking air. Out of the sky, out of the cloud. He was probably making it lightning, grabbing it, and beating the shit out of Kaido with it, right? And then he was like, cool, I'm going to transition that into lightning versus light. And Luffy's obviously going to win because plot armor and main character, right?
Dude, fucking Oda, dude.
But even if he didn't have plot armor, it's like, no, it makes sense. Like, even in the story, and if you take plot armor away from it, he just grabbed lightning, probably helped make the lightning in the clouds because it wasn't raining, right? So that's why I'm saying it's his Logia. If his fruit does have all three types, or a version of all three types, his Logia is now at least confirmed by that to be lightning, which is lightning versus light, which I don't know. I'm not a physicist. I don't know the difference between them, but it seems to be equal. So if we're talking about lightning versus light and it's equal, he has rubber, which is not affected by lightning or light because it didn't work against what was the lightning dude's name? Neru or whatever the fuck. Right. So if like Luffy also has some type of lightning control, it's like, what are we doing now? I don't know. I'm excited. It is on break, so it sucks dick, but I'm excited for seeing that fight because it's gonna be a fight.
Yeah.
Which is crazy is that we go from fighting Kaido
to an admiral
immediately.
Not even a vice admiral.
No,
an admiral.
That's what I'm saying. And then we see a Gorosei in the field, not in the field of action yet,
but like on the way,
which we didn't even see them at all for
the 1,000+
chapters. So I'm like, all right, bro, it's about that time, but it's crazy. It's crazy to see that like they literally see it as that big of a threat. The fact that they're sending everything. So now I'm curious as to post this if they send the other admirals.
Or they send all of them.
Or they send like the Gorosei or something like that happens. But
do you think the Gorosei are even stronger than the admirals though?
This is what I hope they're not and it's a meme.
I don't think they're stronger.
Because it would be weird to have these admirals go out into the field like this, right? And have all these like strong devil fruits. And then be like, yo, these 5 old dudes are stronger.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool just to have them as like, they're around the same level. But they just know a lot. So like people respect them.
I think I really hope it's like the knowledgeable elder. And that's why they're in power. Yeah. Right? Versus like, nah, Mans is actually, right?
Because it takes away from even a Kainu. It takes away from him if one of the Goroseis is even in his ballpark. Because he's supposed to be like the final admiral that Luffy's gonna face, unless Kane gets like officially announced and he is battle ready. And I'm just like, it takes away a little bit from him.
No, Kobe's gonna be the last one he fights.
Imagine. Wait, that makes sense.
They started it off. They started the series together.
Oh my god!
But I don't think Kobe would fight him. I think Luffy's gonna get to a location.
Imagine if Kobe turns into the new Marine hero the way Garp was, and instead of Roger, it's Luffy that he beats.
No, it's 100% what it's gonna be.
Oh My head just exploded.
No, it's 100% what it's gonna be. After like their third encounter, where like Kobe was still very friendly with Luffy, I'm like, dude, this is Garp Roger.
It is.
I don't think Luffy gets sick. I don't think Luffy has the same faith as Roger.
True.
I think Luffy. I think Kobe becomes an admiral, right? Maybe even fleet admiral.
Do you think we get another like mini time skip?
No, I don't think so.
Not okay. So my bad. Let me not say time skip, but do you think we get that transition? Because at the moment he's not too strong to be an admiral.
Kobe?
Yeah, we saw him get his ass beat by the Blackbeard Pirates, and that's why Garp had to go in there. Remember?
Facts.
So that's why my question is: do you think we get like a 3-6 months, maybe max a year time skip where
I can see 6 months
where he gets like a power up just so he's like, oh, he's strong enough to fight now against the big boys?
Or technically, he's the only strong one left because all the admirals were killed by Luffy.
True.
Or Blackbeard, I guess.
Yeah. Damn.
But that's what I can see. I can see Kobe becoming an admiral or even fleet admiral, and I can see Luffy taking down the world government. And like him,
here's Kobe like ready to fight.
Him being like, I don't know, some like vigilante, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then him just parading the sea openly without a care to the world because no one can touch him. Because he technically has Fishman Island under his control. Yes. And they're part of the Reverie, right?
Reverie?
Or the world? No, they're part of the world government.
Yeah.
And then who else? The Alabasta,
mm-hmm.
right? I don't know. I think that's it, to be honest.
Damn it, bro. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, Kobe to Luffy is what Garp was to Roger. I think.
What if Kobe helps him beat
King of the Pirates?
Yeah.
Probably.
Damn.
I can see Kobe being like, there's too much corruptness in the Navy.
So he beats the shit of Akinu.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, in the middle here.
I don't know how, but...
Well, Drake was fond of Luffy, and he was a spy.
True. Damn, bro.
Even...
the plot got thick with forces.
What about Blind Guy?
Fujitora?
Yeah. Oh. Even Fujitora said, I can't see you, but I can tell from your words that you smile. You carry a giant smile. Or that you make people smile or something like that.
Something like that.
And he said, and I like that.
You think it's like Kobe Fujitora holding off like randoms?
Yeah.
Damn.
100%.
I can see
especially with Fujitora's devil fruit, how he can bring down meteors.
You see him just rain meteors
on the Navy.
Yeah. God damn it. I'm excited.
Have Oda draft me up for his English
translation.
Yeah.
I like it.
Only as long as he teaches me Japanese.
True.
And as long as he pays me in an R34 GTR.
Yes.
Which probably over there is worth like...
Modded or not modded?
Not modded, so I can mod it.
Ooh, true.
Yeah, over there it's probably like 15 grand.
True.
Meanwhile, over here it's like 100,000.
Anything else for One Piece?
That fight's gonna be pretty crazy though.
Yes, it's on break next week. Yeah, okay. So we'll technically get it for the next time we record. JJK 233 234. I didn't write down the titles, unfortunately. The previous one to the one that came out today, Sakuna transformed all the animals or demons that Megumi had into. I didn't write down the name.
All of the Shikigamis into one. I don't think he named it.
No, he did. It was weird. It was like a quick little short name. I just missed it. Yeah.
I didn't think he named it.
I'm gonna call it B or like Wasp Lady. It looks like a wasp. Sorry. I don't know how, but just run with it.
I think because Nue is like the head.
Yeah.
And that always looked kind of like a bug.
Yeah. Bug Lady. Boom. That's what it's called.
My favorite out of the whole of last chapter was Sukuna saying, "You're wrong. It's not a 2v1." And I was like, "Oh, homie's just gonna absorb the thing to suck up his pride and make it a 1v1." Nah, it's a 3v1. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah. And it looked as strong as them for a second. And then
its power really showed that it's not as strong.
In 234, Gojo was like, "Oh, you can't keep up with us.
You can't."
And then he did his, he did blue, and looked like he knocked it out or killed it.
I think killed it.
I think
to me it looked like, but we'll see, right?
We'll see.
Also,
he mentioned unlimited hollow, and I was curious. Yes. In 233, he mentioned unlimited hollow, and I was like, does that mean unlimited hollow purple, and they just forgot the purple at the end, or is this something completely different?
Like you think if it's a translation problem?
Yeah, or is it something completely different?
I think it's something different.
Okay.
There's no way that a manga this massive would have, in my opinion, translation issues.
There's some stupids.
But
you're right. I'm just saying there's some stupids.
But it's what, chapter 200 and something? If this was chapter 15, fine. Yeah. Right? But this is 200 and something, dude. You got to be kept on lock.
Yes. I agree.
No. I think hollow is something else. I think that's Gojo's limit.
Which is crazy, because then he said in 234, he said max output hollow purple, but he didn't say unlimited hollow. That's when I was like, okay, are they two separate things?
Unlimited hollow might be maybe like a hollow after the Blacklash.
Maybe, right? Because that's when I was like, oh, it definitely is two different things. Because he said max output, so I was like, oh, unlimited hollow's coming. Then he said hollow purple, so I was like, okay, two different things.
Yeah.
And then he hit it on the what's Mahoraga? Is that how you say it? The fucking wheel dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Captain Barbosa from Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm gonna call it that. But he hit it on that and Sakuna, and then they like got into a ball, and I was like, okay, I'm confused what's going on.
Yeah.
And then before that, he lost his arm. But then at the end of the chapter, he started to regen it, and I was like,
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know
if Gojo has limits or what the fuck, or if those limits just don't exist.
And we talked about this at your brother's party, that I actually don't know what's going on in JJK.
No.
Because if it felt like we just sped through a lot of shit. It felt like we wasted a lot of time on, I always forget his name, but the third year that has the gambling powers, I always forget his name.
I forget his name too.
And Panda and that.
Fighting them.
And Angel. And we spend a lot of time on that. And then out of nowhere, they're like, oh, Sakuna has an obsessive girlfriend. She's dead. Gojo's randomly released. Angel's dead. We're fighting each other now, and we're just releasing haymakers, and it just seems very, very like just we're throwing shit at you, which is going to be fantastic for the anime because the fucking animated junkies are going to love it.
Oh,
they're going to be colors and explosions. But in terms of story, I'm like, we're like, it just felt like we went from like this like snail pace to like light speed.
After what happened with Maki, I've been lost.
Yeah, and it's weird.
Yeah,
this normally doesn't happen. Like I get what's happening, right? I just don't know how we got here.
No,
I don't know how we just like
the amount of power jumps that we had to make to get here. You can't justify that in the short time that it's been.
And then we like passed.
It's been like 2 weeks technically.
And then we passed like checkpoints too. We were trying to get Angel.
We got her
to release him. Then she's dead. Sakuna had a crazy girlfriend that was Megumi's sister.
Yeah. Oh, no. She took over Megumi's sister's body.
Right. And then she's dead. And now we're fighting.
You forgot Sakuna taking over Megumi.
Oh, yeah, that. And so is Gojo the main character, or is Itadori going to have a better play? I don't know. Everything just seems kind of like...
Well, I thought Itadori was going to have a moment in this last chapter when everybody was like, I'm going to go. And
he's
I'm
like,
going to go.
No, I'm going to go.
And then Yuji was like, yeah, you know what? You should go. Like, I thought homie was going to step up and be like, nah, like, I was original Sakuna. I'm going to step in.
Yeah.
But then homie was like, nah, you know what? Y'all should definitely go. And that's why I'm like, okay, I guess we're done with Utah.
That's what I don't know. I think so, but it's just weird the fact that we're doing it. Like, I don't know. A lot of people complain about One Piece pacing, but I like One Piece pacing because it's about the story.
It's about the journey.
It's about the journey. This story and this journey with JJK
is like,
it's like Crackhead. It's just like we're just gonna do everything and anything, and that's it. And I'm just like, I don't hate it.
You know the meme where like homie has like a bunch of string everywhere and like he's going.
Yeah, he's like, look.
Yeah. I feel like those are the only people right now that are enjoying JJK.
Yeah, 100%. The fucking theory, bro, the conspiracy theories or the fucking...
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Or
it's exactly like that. That's
or the meme with Leonardo DiCaprio. We're like, oh,
yeah.
right? Like the people that are like theory crafting, and then something happens. Like, oh.
Yeah, dude, exactly those two memes. What's going on in JJK manga right now?
I fucking hate it.
And like again, I don't dislike it. It's just
I'm just confused.
It's very different than what we had before Gojo release.
I just wish I had more understanding.
Or not even Gojo release. See, before the culling game started.
Yes.
But again, this is going to be perfect for the anime. This is going to be animated. This shit's going to blow everything out of the water.
2 years from now, when this gets animated, disgusting.
Disgusting. Amazing.
Especially with how the animations for most modern animes are going.
Bro, can you imagine 2025 anime? It's going to look all like fucking Gear 5 when he was flowing.
Shikes. Dude, that... Fuck. But...
Anything else?
I can only get so excited.
Me too.
Over JJK.
Me too.
Or One Piece.
We will see you guys. I don't know why I did that, but we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
The pod will be recorded. Where's my calendar? I don't even have my calendar up anymore. The pod will be recorded. Hopefully, anything crazy happening the 17th. Sounds about right? Mm-hmm. And then released sometime that Wednesday. Mm-hmm. If you made it this far, shout out you guys, because this is like 2.5 hours.
Holy fuck.
This is like 2.5 hours. With an interruption, so probably a little less. But shout out you guys. Appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, all the good things. Appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time. Again, follow the Patreon. Right now, we're only going to do the $5 sub tier until we figure out what to put on the other ones. But the One Piece reviews, One Piece live action reviews will be up on that tier. Again, one a week for sure. We'll try to maybe get more in there just so we finish it. It's only 8 episodes, so it won't be that long.
Yeah. It's only an hour each.
But yeah, that's all I got. Anything else? You got an outro?
No.
Stay horny.
Stay horny.
Stay sexual. Don't. What's something? We got to give them something not to do. Because staying horny is crazy.
Don't not do what you don't want to do.
Boom. That's like triple negatives, no?
I don't know. Something.
All right. We'll see y'all.